Ninja Games! Hello, everybody!
Oh,
Hi, HBI.
Oh, man.
Hi, guys.
What
E3.
a time.
E3. It's here. It's here at last.
I remember, like, and I still kind of get this way, even though I feel like a lot of stuff has passed E3 by. But, like, this is like the, like, I'm so excited just for video games and just to hear shit about video games.
I know, they're glorified, like investor conferences.
Yeah.
But every time, like, you go in your way, it's like, okay, what's new? What's new? And then you get, like, just that one announcement that you're waiting for is just like, yes! And then it comes out, and Mass Effect Andromeda was awful, so.
Hey, good segue. EA's going to be kicking us off.
EA today.
Man, I remember waiting for that next issue of GamePro after E3.
yeah.
Like, oh,
Let's them break it all down for me.
Let's see what they covered here. Like, this was before, like, I still remember those days before G4, way before Twitch, and definitely before Spike started covering anything.
Yep.
And you're just, like, waiting for, like, oh, man, I can't wait to hear about this in next month's issue of Game Informer or GamePro.
About E3.
Even, like, God, even before, like, the internet was really good at that stuff.
Yeah. Even before I had the internet. Yeah. And you know, the extremely narrow coverage offered by Nintendo Power.
I was going to say, that's the magazine I had.
Yep.
Yep. I mean,
And every year, Nintendo topped the show. It was weird.
Yeah, bizarre.
but what are we expecting from EA? I mean, obviously we're going to get something from Battlefront, Star Wars
Yeah.
Battlefront. I hope to see gameplay
Yeah.
because it's coming out in the freaking fall.
Yeah, it would be pretty rough if they didn't have anything for that. My thought was, will they mention Mass Effect Andromeda at all?
Here's
will
the thing.
its name be uttered?
I think BioWare's chunk of this conference is going to be pretty much relegated to their new IP that they're throwing out there. I don't
Okay.
even know what the hell it is. It's something about dreaming.
Something new.
Yeah, it's something about dreams, and it like the teaser that they threw out for it looked really interesting, but I actually want to see what the fuck it is.
I'm going to be right back because I realized I forgot my chat laptop and I noticed we've already missed at least one bit call out.
Hey,
No
great.
problem. No problem.
Thank you, whoever you are. We'll thank you by name in a sec.
Yeah, I have no idea. If the shock that I want to see from BioWare that I'm hoping they'll mention will be another Dragon Age game.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
I really like Dragon Age.
I actually
so
kind of forgot
Dragon
that was
Age,
them.
I guess 4.
Four, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember because it was 4. I forgot that Dragon Age there wasn't anything between 2 and Inquisition.
Yeah.
God, 2 was so weird.
I didn't play 2. Inquisition is actually the only Dragon Age game I've ever
I
played.
liked Inquisition.
I liked it. I
for
thought
the
it was fun.
purpose that it was basically a single-player MMO game.
Yes, that's exactly how it felt.
Which is something that BioWare is good at, because I also like the Old Republic, which is a single-player MMO.
Works out.
Also, real quick, I want to give a shout-out. I don't know who bought this for us.
Yeah, there was
but
no note.
I came in today, like, this is my first day back in the office, and I come in and I see Rebellion just sitting there waiting for me. Fucking awesome. Thank you to whoever sent this in. The only thing on the envelope, or the only thing on the, they sent this in an envelope. The only thing on the box said top swords, so.
It's a big cardboard envelope.
Well-crafted top swords, and thank you to whoever purchased this for us. This is awesome. It is getting hung on my wall. I'm a huge DMC mark.
Yeah, it was funny because I think me, Ben, and Scott in the office as I opening it, and none of us are like big DMC people, so we were like, what is this fucking edgelord sword?
And then I come in the first thing I say, Rebellion!
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Well, surprising nobody. Probably not Amir drops 1,000 bits and says, enjoying the sword, Nick?
I am.
Grendel drops some E3 bits, and EPAM, also with 1,000 bits, says, here's some bits for working for the weekend. Thanks, EPAM.
Yep, I also brought in snacks for people who are working here today. It's okay, you didn't have to drag me, and I've been out of the office all week, so if anything, I've just been excited to get back. I got all the stuff moved into my new house, and
Nice.
Our cats are in one of those boxes. They'll get out at some point.
We poked a couple air holes.
In one of the boxes. I hope it was the one with them.
And I got his old washer and dryer. Yay!
Yeah, I
nice.
moved that in his place this morning.
Yeah, no more laundromat for me.
Way to go.
Good stuff. I don't know. Hopes for this conference, though. I'm hoping that we get not only visual gameplay footage of Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I want to see people actually getting in and out of vehicles. I don't want to see little fucking summon coins. I want to see like the
People
Star
doing
Wars
shit.
game that I fucking want.
Well, was it BioWare that was working on a single player like Star Wars like story-based game or something?
No, that was somebody else at
Okay.
EA that was then canned because
Oh,
Disney
really?
then bought the license. Was like they canceled every
Oh, wow, I didn't realize
non-Disney
that.
property
I
at
thought
that
that
point in
was
time.
Something that happened after that. Okay.
Nah, that was something that happened like right when Disney bought Star Wars. Is like, okay, we want full creative control over this over the Star Wars license. So we just want to make sure that whatever story you're telling is something that we approve of.
The whole universe is something that we know about.
Yeah, something that they control. They which I think is smart. They put basically one guy in charge of Star Wars continuity.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now everything is there, and it's
You
not
are
just,
Mr. Star Wars.
Yeah, and it's not just running through Lucas's age-addled mind.
Wajaba, thanks for the bits. He says, I just want to see the chat try to pronounce, or the couch try to pronounce my name. That was my best try.
How do you spell it?
Wajaba.
Wajaba.
Yeah.
Wajaba.
I'd say
It could be Wajaba.
Wajaba. Wajaba.
Wajaba.
Wajaba.
Wajaba. Yeah, Wajaba. Go pack your con Harvard yard.
Z-Perks drops 500, says, hyped for Battlefront 2 and RIP Adam West. Did you guys hear about
Oh
that?
yeah, I did hear about that.
I tweeted about that a little bit ago.
Yeah. I noticed Augie Jr. In the chat earlier saying you should play an Adam West Batman video game on like Casual Friday or
Those
something.
exist?
Man, I was gonna say
I don't know that a specific one exists, but there is, and I'm pretty sure I have it unlocked in my Steam profile. I will have to look. In Arkham Origins, there is a Batman Adam West skin.
Well, they did the same thing in Arkham Knight, and we actually played through the entire game with it, if I recall correctly. Because it just looks so goofy with his like little drawn-on nose and him looking at his wrist, and then just a hologram coming out of nothing. It made him look insane, and that was the best part.
Wonder if Injustice will have like a special costume for it or something.
Who knows? At this point, you're just sitting and waiting on Stan Lee. You're just waiting. You're just waiting and wondering which of these upcoming movies is going to be the one dedicated to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like kind of the weird thing is
He's
like
so spry for his age is the thing.
but I feel like he also looks like frail old man every time I
Right?
see him. Like he's got energy, but it's like one of those like candle burns brightest right before it goes out kind of thing. Where I'm just like, oh, Stan, like please, you don't have to be in every movie. It's cool. Like we get it. You can just
And
record
yet his
your voice.
last cameo is probably one of his best ones.
Which one?
Guardians.
Oh, Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was real good.
I was telling Scott the other day, I shared an elevator with him once at Phoenix Comic-Con. He looked real tired, so I didn't say anything. I didn't want to bother him.
Yeah, just
Oops.
love your work.
Yeah.
Excelsior.
He was just a very good cosplayer.
Well, if he was a very good cosplayer, he got a couple of very good con staff cosplayers to pretend to go around with him and help him out. So.
Yeah. I wonder how many duplicate Stan Lees they had just walking around.
He's like
Make
Santa
sure,
Claus.
Yeah, just to make sure that. Yeah, the real one died in '86.
This is Stanley 3.
Lightning round. Tanaka Uchiha, thanks for the bits. They consider Lanny your best waifu.
Oh, thank you.
And they like your beard better than mine. Proto Saber, thank you for the bits. Asks, are we going to see a return of Laurenti in Ultra Sun Moon?
It depends on the
Yeah.
continuity, really.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
gonna
if it's
say.
one of those things that's like 5 years later, maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's supposed to be your same trainer, then sure, maybe. It also depends on how different it is.
Could you imagine if this would be like one of those, like, if this could be like the first Pokemon game to like, you want to carry over your team?
Jeez. That would be insane.
We have the two.
Yeah. Also, oh god.
Let's see. Seda88 with 500 bits says, I know it's only commentary, but as a European, I'm glad to see you guys stream so early. Thanks. We love getting to get out here in front of some of our fans who don't
Don't get to
necessarily
see us live all the
yeah.
time.
I don't blame anybody who doesn't want to stay up until 3 a.m. just to watch our goofy antics.
Yeah.
You're the people
which
that
is
we
why
leave the archive for.
Yep, exactly. That's why we have the archive.
Yep. Also why we occasionally sometimes don't stream on Mondays, except when we do, but we totally don't, ever.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a thing.
Yep. Reggie USA Keela. Glad to have you guys streaming during my work shift today. Opposite end of the spectrum. Hey, if you've got a job that lets you watch us do dumb stuff,
By all
good
means.
on you. To Lord Lore with the 500 bits says the only thing about BioWare that gives me hope is that apparently the author of Mass Effect 1 and KOTOR and the Darth Bane book is back. Huh. So cool. And Number Hunter with 700 bits just says thank you for the extra content. Thank you, Number Hunter.
Yeah.
Happy to
Thanks
be here.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's good to be here.
Yeah, we should be at about 2 minutes till if they start on time, which
They never do.
I was gonna say, the
But at
last
least
time
that
happened.
stream will probably start around then.
true. Yeah.
And then we might get some audio, so we can maybe do some level adjusting should we need it.
Oh yeah, I would love to be able to do that in advance of the show. Otherwise, this might be another snatcher situation where it's like, okay, up.
Nope.
Because yes,
Heard you guys were having fun with that one.
yeah, oh yeah, it is lots of fun.
Unfortunately, since I took all of last week just to
Yeah.
move
Yeah.
shit over to my new house. I know Kieran wasn't feeling very well on Thursday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It's a little archaic, like
Well, yeah.
yeah, like,
There's a lot of talk to this person so that you can open up a new menu thing so that you can use your old menu thing to look at it. It's just like
yeah.
very going around and just like you could stream like this if this was made today. Much better.
Yeah, like for example, there is both a look command and an investigate command.
Ah.
There is a talk command and an ask command.
Yeah, let's look. Now let's look closer.
Yeah, I think I've realized that investigate means like getting hands on.
Yeah.
Is it like a point and click adventure sort of thing, or
I mean, you're not pointing and clicking; it's all menu driven. But other than that, like very much like something like that. Yeah.
so kind of like Phoenix Wright?
a little bit.
Ish.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a text adventure sort of thing.
Gotcha.
But like it's just
Yeah.
your prompts are written out for you.
Yeah. Occasionally, if there's something like a password, there will be. You'll be able to actually like type it in manually. There's not a
interesting.
lot of that, and then you also have a phone, and you can find phone numbers weird places and call them, and dumb stuff happens.
We called a sex hotline, and she started talking to us about philosophy and how the government was censoring them.
Yep.
And they were like, notice how we can't talk directly about sex. Anytime we try to say anything specific, we have to use weird innuendos.
Yeah, it gets real fourth wall breaky because she's like, look, because you can say like, no, I'm a free man, I can say whatever I want. And she says, okay, fine. What do you want to do to me? I want to grease your wheels, baby. Oh my God, you're right. I can't say anything explicit.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Jaden Man with the 1500 says, glad I could finally catch a stream. Glad you
you.
could join us.
Yeah. Welcome.
Happy to have you.
Probably not Amir with another 1,000 wants us to finish Snatcher before Metal Gear. No promises.
Yeah, no promises, but it has been fun.
Yeah. Proto Sabers asks, what's the difference between me and a calendar/Ben? The latter two have dates. Self-deprecatory puns, the worst kind.
Ooh.
It's a weird, like, fake PlayStation 4 controller they have.
Right?
It's like got the color scheme of the Xbox controller, but the big ass touchpad.
Yep.
And weird little octagonal like D-pad there.
Oh yeah, that's like
It's angled.
N64 era D-pad or thumbsticks. Yeah, and just the tiniest little start and select buttons you've ever seen.
That's how you share
Oh.
with those little buttons.
Kieran's saying refresh the stream. It's going live. Just, yeah, head over there and just hit refresh.
Yes. Stream started. Lighten up.
Yep, and then once that's up, you'll want to switch the camera there.
Which one is it?
Oh, it's so quiet.
I'll leave it to you.
Madden. Here, we'll figure
And
out the
Jinx.
audio here. Ah, there we go.
Ah, that might be part of the problem.
What's to stop you from hightailing again?
Let me ask you something. Why are you here?
Because
Because I needed to make it off the streets.
my father used to say,
Oh, guys,
When the
we
world knocks
missed the
you down.
surprising announcement of another Madden.
Darn.
"Give
This
it up."
this one actually has a story mode, which is kind of intriguing. So at least they're trying something new. Like, the last time we had any sort of innovation with football games was back when 2K actually was able to make them.
Wait at the line for the final play of the game.
Football!
Biggest moment of your life.
Let's go out there and prove to the world that we belong.
Madden long shot.
Madden 18, long shot. The story of a kicker.
It's a long shot.
You know, it's refreshing that they are starting with Madden so that you don't have to, like, go on a piss break in the middle of it.
Guys. That's Madden like you've never seen it. And I might be biased.
Why don't we have John Madden come out and give this presentation? This here's a video game.
They couldn't cut
There's
him out
my
of the
name
stage.
on it.
2017.
I haven't announced for this since 2004.
Brett Favre.
Brett
Last year we
Favre
went out
is
on a limb.
the greatest
Tried to do something
quarterback
a little
ever.
different with a view to changing the way you interact with products before they launch. We wanted to do something that put the games in your hands earlier. And
Okay.
it showed us how much further we can go.
How much further
Oh
can
wait,
we go?
that's right.
We've
They
got
do
a
like
creative
the
space
you
here.
pre-ordered a week early
We're
and you can
right
play
in
it
the middle
early.
of it.
Yeah,
This is going to be where it all goes down
have one of
over
these
the next
cheese
3
tarts.
days. Playing, creating, and sharing.
Oh, they have
with the rest
playable
of the world.
Battlefront.
We've built it this way for a very
Means we'll get to see some
reason.
gameplay.
We want more of you to be able to experience this moment. For thousands of you in Hollywood this week, we have hundreds of stations for hands-on gameplay. And for tens of millions
Okay,
of
we
you out
accidentally
there
found the
joining
perfect
online
volume
from
balance.
across
It
the
sounds
world,
great.
You won't hear it just from us. You'll hear it from players, right here. They're
Right
here
now.
to see new things, to ask questions, to challenge us, to tell us what they like, and especially what they don't. They're going to connect with each other and create content. And of course, they're going to play as many games as they possibly can.
He looks like if
So let's set
Robbie
the
Rotten
stage
was a
for what we'll
normal
do over the
person.
next hour and a bit. We're going to go deep into 8 new experiences, each with major reveals, massive innovation, and stories that'll pull you in. 2 years ago,
Their hashtag
we
EA
launched
Play. I keep
Star Wars
reading
Battlefront.
ear play when I
We
look
got
up
a
at it. I'm
lot
like,
of
oh,
feedback.
that's a new.
Yeah, girl, we're gonna get into that ear.
A lot of it positive, and a bunch of it
www.inear.com. That's ear as
That's a euphemism for not as positive. So today we're going to bring you 30 minutes of Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Hey.
And what we
Yeah,
hope
wait,
you'll
30
see
minutes?
Is that we've
Damn.
addressed all of the feedback and gone even further.
Did I
We've got a
unknowingly
mix
wrote
of
myself
everything.
up the
About
longest
one
part of this
round. I think
conference?
that'd suffice.
Some killer new trailers,
No, man.
demos, and a bunch of live gameplay. This is going to be a lot of fun. And it should be, right?
Prove it.
Because we're all here for one simple reason. All of us share one fundamental belief, and that's that games are the best form of entertainment on the planet.
Read a book.
Yeah! They connect us like nothing else.
Roger
They bring us
Ebert's in there
together
just
across cities and countries.
Waiting
They
for that.
inspire
But
us.
as a
Nah,
blue
to get
force
gift.
ghost.
Ignite the fires of competition inside us. Games allow us to do extraordinary
I just want that
things
as a
and
looped
to
gif.
be
Him just doing this.
extraordinary in our own ways. Games enable us to be our most creative selves. Whether that's as game makers trying to pioneer new ways to play, or players making each game a unique expression of our own passion for what we do. Games put the power of play in our hands, to do with it what we want and to make it our own. So let's celebrate. For the next 3 days, we're here
Unless
to
you want to
play
make a
with
video
all of you.
about it and
And what
monetize
better place
it.
to
Then it
start
is not
than
your
with the
own.
game that has taken the world by storm, Battlefield 1. There's, yeah.
Yeah, that
20
game we
million
put out.
Battlefield 1 players out there today,
Oh, that
and
guy
we've got
looks
a lot
psyched.
to share about a revolution that's coming to this great franchise. So let's jump to Battlefield right from the creative
Guys,
heart of the
Get ready,
universe.
because Battlefield 1 is going to World War II. Suck it!
Guys, we'll know we've
Hey
made
everyone,
it when we all
I'm
have those
Andrew
TED
Galata,
Talk
producer
headsets
of
instead of these
Battlefield
mics.
1 at
Yep.
the DICE studio right here in LA.
As long as we can just walk on a
Standing
stage
inside
and
the
like,
Creator
today
Cave
we're going
at
to play a
EA
video
Play,
game.
where our community
Not gonna
has
lie, if we
created
could get
new
those for
content to
streaming
share
and
with
recording, I
players
would
across the globe.
absolutely be down.
Yep.
It's unbelievably rewarding
sure
to
it's
see
no
more
way
than
more
20
expensive
million
system.
players.
Oh, trust me, I've
embracing
priced
the
them.
game,
Someday.
crafting their own memorable moments. Only
Tomorrow.
possible with Battlefield 1. Let's take a look.
let's take a look at this game that
Anyway,
came out.
I got some questions to ask you.
Okay.
What is it about the Battlefield franchise that's so special and appealing to you?
The thing I find special about Battlefield is teamwork. I'm not good at shooting. Sometimes I like to repair
We
or
made
heal.
this Battlefield
or
game
hide.
in MS Paint.
Yeah, I was trying to say, is this like a community college course?
Oh, I just shot an airplane out with the K-bullet.
I'm most definitely proud to be a
that
part of
what
the
we're
Battlefield
like?
So they're
any other gaming community
highlighting
where
the
people are
streamers.
just so
I appreciate
passionate
that
about their
actually.
game.
Everyone in this
Getting into your
community
gaming
is
community.
focusing on making this game as best as it can be and expanding on the experiences that
That
we've
guy's
already
playing
had.
PS4.
Was mich an Battlefield
Yes way.
begeistert, ist die schiere Bandbreite an Dingen, die ich in diesem Spiel
Sheer
tun
is the
kann.
same in English and
Do you think he always plays on the German side?
My most memorable moments is what I do with my community. A
I'm sorry,
64-man
Ottoman.
army that just does massive, crazy things.
I have made so many amazing friends who have become more like
Battlefield
family.
1 is one of those games that I always kind of wanted to play, but I know I never have time to get into, so therefore I'd never be good at it.
Yeah.
Got it?
I kill them all!
Barrier to entry.
Like, I've heard nothing but good things about this game.
Watch this. It does look pretty sick.
Like, all I want... What? All I want is this, but Star Wars. Just do that.
I'll never be able to do that again in my life. I'll never be able to do that again in my life. Never, ever. That's
I want him to get taken down by sniper fire right now.
He just disabled a moving truck with a grenade while jumping off a horse. Incredible.
Yeah, we saw
We
it.
love these only in Battlefield moments, and we want even more of them.
His eyes are glistening
we're
like he just
bringing
got done with
more
a
ways for
good
you to
cry
play.
session.
First,
He probably
night
dropped some
maps
Visine, just
debut
like, it's
this
really
summer.
dry out here.
In
Sure,
Neville
yeah.
Knights and Prise de Tahir, you'll need to deploy tactics as you fight through the night in a massive network of trenches.
Okay.
Second,
So
I'm
we're just
excited
talking
to
about
announce
DLC, or is
a
this free
major
DLC?
revolution in Battlefield 1. We're bringing epic battles to the Eastern Front of World War I. In the Name of the Tsar expands Battlefield 1 to the blistering winter in the East. This is the biggest front of World War I. And with it,
Then why
we're
didn't you
bringing
start with this?
6 new maps.
When do we add
the
Wonder
Russian
Woman?
Army, including the mighty Hussar Cavalry, new vehicles and weapons to expand your arsenal, and the iconic Women's Battalion of Death. Finally, we're introducing a richer gameplay experience in both progression and
Okay, I guess we have
Subtitles?
subs now.
Bringing deeper player progression through all new assignments.
I didn't press anything.
with
Just
the
turn on
ability
randomly?
to tailor your playstyle with specializations.
I don't know if those are
and
hard subs,
new
if those are on the Twitch
multi-battle
side. Or...
experiences woven through the fan favorite game mode.
For those who are
operations. All of this
auditorially
coming in
impaired.
September as
Yeah,
part
hey,
of In the Name
maybe
of the
they're
Tsar.
realizing they have a
And for the
big
next
deaf
3
community
days,
to talk
The
to.
Lupkow Pass map from In the Name of the Tsar is right here at EA Play. For those of you tuning in, you'll get a glimpse
Do we
of
have
it
the mouse
from
over here? I
these
just wanna
guys
check and
when
see
they
if that was
share
an
it on
option
their
we
channels
clicked on.
very soon. So
Oh,
you
there it
have
is, closed caption down
8
there.
new maps in total.
There we go.
Opening up the largest front in World War I with new ways to play. There's
It just
never
bothers
been
me
a
when
better
it's
time to
behind.
be part
Yeah.
of the Battlefield community. Now enough of me. Let's give
Yes.
you a first look at In the Name of the Tsar. A revolution is coming.
The last Tsar of Russia.
Until now.
Nicholas III is.
Услышишь гром и вспомнишь обо мне.
Grant, can you just juice up the desktop audio
Just a hair?
just a hair. No,
Полоска неба будет твердо алой,
There we go.
а сердце будет, как тогда.
Does this mean more single player mode too?
Getting an idea of plot, but then again,
Neat.
but what's the name of the Tsar?
Here to present the
everyone.
game is Nicholas II.
I have the privilege of leading our global development teams. 6,000 of the most
there we
creative
go.
people making truly amazing experiences, including Battlefield
I love
1.
those.
Now, this summer is
O's
going to
with
be
the
huge.
dots.
Why does he have
So much
two
new
microphones?
content, so much more to play, and so many
Maybe
new
he's gonna
ways
be
to
like
play.
asking questions.
Is he
There's
just
one more thing
advertising?
we're doing
Like
to
that's
Battlefield.
he may as well just be holding
Later
a
this
sign
year,
that says
we're
EA
going
Play.
to give you a new competitive Battlefield experience.
Or like a little fan.
We've heard you. You want
Excuse
a
me, it's
smaller,
warm up
tighter
here.
experience focused on team play. You want all-out war built for competition, and you want it accessible
Oh,
to
trust me, I
players
priced
and to
custom
viewers.
ones of those with our
And
logos
it's coming.
too.
little
Share more with you
mic
guys
placards.
at Gamescom in August.
I
Now,
decided against it 'cause
competition
you
is at the
usually wouldn't be
center
able
of
to
EA.
see it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've
Pointed
always thought
directly
about
at
it a
us.
little differently.
If we do more
We
walk the
believe
line
in
stuff, that would be
making
fun.
stars
Yeah.
of all our players. Let me tell you something really cool. Last month, I was watching an amazing... He made it to the FUT Championship finals in Berlin. 6 months ago, this guy was
He's
an
so
unknown.
excited he had to sit
Now
there.
he's a worldwide star. And he'll be competing for the best of the FIFA Interactive World
He
Cup
looks like he's about
final
to cry.
in
I mean,
August.
It might be.
he might.
Now,
Yeah, he just
we
won a
wanna
big
find
thing. I'm
more
guessing.
stars. So we're doubling down in competition in ways only EA can. This fall, we're launching the largest FIFA championship ever, with
All right.
many ways to compete.
Cool.
The best FUT players will compete in the FIFA Ultimate Team Champions Cups. And in
Chat's
our
got a really
official
good point.
football
He is
league
wearing a mic
competitions,
and
you
holding a mic.
can
Yeah, that's
represent
what I was
Oh,
just
yeah, that's what
saying.
he was
the
asking
world
about.
team. It's true, you can. We'll have
I
much
missed
more
this
to
joke.
share, including our Madden plans later this summer.
I just want to see like a boom
As
mic dip into
developers, we're
frame.
passionate
Somebody comes off stage,
Stories
holds another mic
inspire
for
us,
him.
Competition like nothing
Walk up to a
else
mic
brings them to
stand.
life.
EA microphones.
If anything happens in this tournament, at least he has that.
This is my first time.
My first time.
This is my first
See,
time competing.
I
just thought maybe this is something
understand
I could
why
do.
they
So many
advertise
good
it, but they
players.
don't have to. It's their number
beat
one
them,
selling
just like they
game
wanna beat me.
every
I just
year.
don't understand how
is
people
FIFA.
think I'm the underdog.
I'm sure there are people who are watching like
This is the
just
highest
for
level
that.
you can play.
It's
so-
possible.
There is a real thin
Yeah,
line.
like if
between
it's
success
selling
and
that
failure.
well, I'm sure there are people who are like,
How nervous
forget
are you
this
right
nerd
now?
shit. Tell me
It's
more
gonna be a
about
really tough
FIFA.
game.
I'm
never gonna lose
Yeah,
ever
maybe
in
it's
my
less
life.
advertising FIFA to us, and maybe it's
This is
getting
a
people
person
who
you can
only
hate.
care about FIFA to watch the conference
Yeah.
and maybe see other stuff they might be interested in.
I wonder if we're going to see a handshake. Nope, not going to see it.
Ah,
Boo, bad
salty.
sportsman.
Time again. We have a game. Rookie scored it.
It's funny because like, as someone who plays video games, I frequently found like the amount of stuff you had to do in FIFA and Madden like too complicated for me to want to learn how to play it.
Right.
There it is. He's rookie.
You have to have like a base knowledge of the actual
Right,
sport
yeah.
itself.
Skidbo is your Madden 17 champ.
He's come out of nowhere.
Were you ever in doubt in that game?
I was in doubt the whole time.
But I won.
Do something special right now. Ladies and gentlemen, sitting on your couch, this could be you.
I mean, the esports scene is becoming huge. So. Oh, they have belts.
Well, now we have to start playing.
Yeah, now I need to play Madden.
Oh, what?
PlayStation. FIFA. I want Commander Shepard to crash down. This is the wrong planet.
New custom teams. Pulling from your games library.
There's no I in it, I bring it on my team. Who you wanna holler, who you wanna never know. Don't be a sheep when you can be the goat.
Look at that sweat physics.
Yes. Don't show up to my show.
I remember like the first game that I noticed sweat physics in was I think Fight Night 2014 or something like that, 2012 maybe.
Sounds right.
Yeah, and like because they like showed off, I was like, look at them sweat. Wow.
I remember for me the big jump was in 64. Everyone's hands were always just like one big polygon, and then in GameCube people had fingers. And I was like, they can do it. They can do anything.
Games will never be the same.
Don't show up to my show if you got no.
I wish I saw the appeal in more sports. Then again, I also like having free time that I don't have to dedicate to something.
It's one of those things where I feel like if I had more people around me who cared, I could possibly get into it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stat tracking, and the nerd in me is into that, where I'm just like, oh man, I could get into a fantasy league and be like, nah, my team's got the best. But
I was about to say, I feel like wrestling probably fills the niche in your life that would be filled by sports.
all right.
What's going on? Did we just jump into a...
Still E3. Yep. Just making sure.
Is that Christopher Titus or Nick Bacon?
Okay, good. They're cutting out to the rest of the audience. They're seeing what we're seeing.
What is
I went early, Rog.
Great.
I went early. Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Yay!
the Men in Blazers. That's Rog.
It's the Men in Blazers,
Oh,
guys.
oh.
Everybody's favorite
Men
duo.
in Blazers.
We
My
really are.
mistake.
Some of you will know
Hey,
us
this
as
is the
hosts
first
of
person
one of
I've
the
seen at this
top three
conference who knows
most
that you
popular
button your
football
goddamn
shows
button
ever
on your
to be
blazer, you
produced in the
savages.
panic room in the crack heart of Soho. That
Only
is
one of
true.
them, though.
Somehow, we
And he knows it.
world leaders
Well, yeah,
like
they're the
Will
odd
Ferrell
couple.
to come
That
talk
one's the
to us about
sloppy
the
one, and
fifth
this one's the tidy one.
He doesn't have his neck
We've
button
tricked
button,
them all,
though. He's a
David.
little
So much
casual.
show and
Common
don't
thread
tell
for
going
us is
on.
always football and FIFA. And when I speak to players around the world, they all tell me...
What's
their
even the point of having a
experience
tie
with
if you're not
FIFA
going to
runs
button
so
that
deeply
top
that it
button?
actually impacts the way
Come
they
on.
play on
I
the
worked in a
field.
suit
That
store.
is
I
all.
know what's up.
Thank you,
Influencing
chat.
life.
A
It's
real
all
hip and hop
melding
over here.
Together. Look at this. Look at how the world's game comes to life in FIFA 18. Player personality that differentiates even the talls from the smalls.
They've even perfected the inimitable run style of Raheem Sterling and developed with detail Anton Griezmann.
Look, you're going to nearly twist your ankle at every step.
Fly past all defenders. And so suave.
I'm sure this is really interesting to people who actually care about this game.
Yeah, sorry if you're a big FIFA fan and we're making it seem like we're shitting on your game. By all
I'm
means,
not
love what you
shitting on
love.
it. I'm sure this game is fantastic.
The ideal
It wouldn't
athlete
sell as much as
helping
it did if
to
it...
develop the game. Is there anyone better
Nice.
and more
Look at him go.
genetically sound?
Kirby
than
Ultra says these two guys are like
Ronaldo?
dads
Could
trying to
you
be
get
teenagers
anyone
again.
better than
Yeah,
that?
I hate when guys do that, right, fellow teens?
Yeah, it's awful.
Right.
And EA Sports know
I'm
the only
almost
way
30.
to make Cristiano look better
Yeah,
is to jam
me
him
too.
in spandex and
I'll
other
get there
end.
someday.
Beautiful man. He's done it all. Let's hear it. Back-to-back champion of Europe.
Yeah.
The La Liga title.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah.
Literally every trophy. And most impressive from our perspective, that beautiful head of hair.
He has hair, Roger. But as huge as Ronaldo has
This guy's
been
got crazy
this past
happy
year,
feet. They cannot
there's
stand
one
still.
story bigger than them all.
Oh, yeah.
Look, man, when you're on stage, you got to keep yourself
Becoming CEO
keep yourself
at
moving. You got to
Liverpool.
be
Good luck with
entertaining
that
to
one,
watch.
Yeah, no, Rog. No,
Yeah,
Rog.
but
The biggest
speaking as somebody with a
story
lot
in
of
football
stage
is, of course,
experience,
Alex Hunter.
plant
The
your feet.
new hero
Plant
of
'em.
the virtual pitch and the star of The Journey.
The Journey.
Alex would go on to score more than 360 million goals in his first
Wow,
season.
that is an
Well,
amazing
that one's true,
career.
and so's this one. Whenever our good old English national team take the field over the past year, the single name most tweeted, even more than Sir Harry Kane.
I clearly remember the first time I was on stage with you and Taka thinking, yep, it is clear that Lanny has theater experience and Taka does not. Taka's been on stage a lot more since then. He's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Just 18 years old, barely passed his bar mitzvah. He's experienced more in his first season than I will in my entire life.
That is true. It was quite the start.
This is actually
to
a very
truly
sad midlife crisis
amazing
moment for me. I'm not going to
The
lie.
life of every footballer is a journey.
Boy, who here loves to talk about football? I love talking about football. Did somebody say football? John Madden comes out in a blazer.
Another man in a blazer.
For our man Alex Hunter.
I would feel worse about how hard we're talking over these guys, but I'm looking at chat and they're just as bored as we are.
Oh yeah,
so
no,
it's fine.
like. Okay, here we go. All
right.
Transfer news. Oh my fucking god.
everybody's lips.
What next for Hunter?
Everyone's hunting Hunter.
Commercial for these guys?
Are we gonna get claimed for should I stay or should I go?
Maybe in the archives.
Yeah, a bunch of people have been asking, are these going to be archived?
Probably. I mean, like they might be super cut too, because there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be some dead air.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's getting annoying to be fair.
Oh, it's so irritating. What kind of club would let Alex Hunter go?
Sick stash, bro.
I don't know. What kind of club would?
But this guy's getting too big for his boots, blood.
Alexander is a great too big for his what?
Are they really talking about trading the fictional character?
Hunter è un attaccante fenomenale. Hopefully he's got good people around him.
Hunter's bombed his bridge and he has to look after himself.
Go, go.
I would move.
Rumors have got to stop.
Don't go, Alex.
Alex Hunter, you really are wasting time.
Will Alex Hunter
cares?
stay or go?
Are you sure this is what
Risky. What about this tour of the US?
Let's ask Hunter.
What does your heart tell you?
Well, something tells me he makes it pretty far considering the house he's living in there.
Whoa.
Oh, camera's on this
what
side.
What up, guys?
Cars!
Thank you for having me, EA. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jesse Wellens, and I am a YouTube creator. So
I honestly don't.
There
are so many of those big YouTube creators that I just do not know.
I don't follow
that
the
being
scene.
said, they'd say the exact same about us.
Yeah. Didn't know,
It's just a
Need for Speed
big
Payback.
fucking website.
Dude, someone broke that no weed rule, I think.
But, all set aside.
Yeah, we've arrived at our dystopian future where everyone's famous and no one is.
Yep.
I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here. He is the producer on the game. Thank you, Nick, for having me.
It's great.
Thanks, Jesse.
Good to be here.
Obviously, we're really excited to
Morty.
tell everyone
Thanks,
about
Jesse.
Need
You
for
can
Speed
go now.
Payback here today, but more importantly, show it. In Payback, you are on a revenge mission to take down the house.
So
House
the
is a
controller was like,
cartel
get the camera
that
off the
rules
YouTube
city's
guy.
casinos,
It's not working.
criminals, and cops, and
God,
now
this
we're
is.
delivering a-
I'm
we're
getting
delivering a
strong
brand new
Ubisoft
experience
vibes
with
from this
wild-west
conference.
missions, intense cop pursuits, grueling car battles, and jaw-dropping action moments. No longer is this just about being first across the finish line. We are putting you behind the wheel of an action-driving fantasy.
Like this
So Need for
VW
Speed
bug
has been around
behind
for
us.
a long time. There's been a lot of new things coming to the game and a lot of old things that people are familiar with the franchise.
Like
Exactly.
cops.
You know, we're
and
bringing a new
cars.
narrative into the game where you drive three
Engines.
different characters, Tyler, Jess, and Mac, all bringing their own unique playstyle to the game. You drive across
Everybody
city,
comes to Need for
mountains,
Speed for the
deserts, and
characters.
canyons in the most diverse open world ever made.
I come to Need for Speed to see if it's Burnout
There's a
again
lot
yet.
of great
I come
new
to
elements
Need
in
for
this
Speed
game,
for
but
Aaron
also
Paul
obviously a lot of
specifically.
fundamentals like customization.
I
We
feel like
go
the last
way
Need for Speed
deeper
I
when
heard
it
like
comes to
unanimously good things about was Hot
visual and
Pursuit.
performance
Ever since then, it has been like
as well as
kind of
the
a
back on the-
scandal.
back on the PlayStation 1?
No, for the PS3 one. There was a PS3 and Xbox 360 one.
I think that's the last one I played,
Speaking of
and it was just
customization,
long enough to
my
go,
homie
yeah, but
Nick,
it's still not Burnout.
The last Need for Speed game I played was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 on the PlayStation 1, and that was the best it ever got for me.
At 1:30 on the stream if you want to come back. But enough talking about it. I'm trying to see it.
Yeah, you know.
Let me
you know,
see
we're
the game,
Absolutely, very excited
man.
to show you the first one of the blockbusters from Need for Speed Payback, called the Highway Heist, that shows that intense action driving experience.
I love his
So
behind-the-scenes
let's turn around and take a
wristband
look.
he's got there.
That's how we can get into the after party.
Koenigsegg Regera, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. We intercept, then grab the cargo.
We have definitely figured out how to make cars look damn good.
Yes,
in video
no,
games.
cars look fantastic in
Get me
games.
close to the truck and I'll take care of the rest.
Let's see how much they paid Mustang. See if that car gets damaged.
The house won't let us anywhere near the truck.
Because it costs a lot of money to let a company get their car damaged.
Or maybe this player's just gonna be so perfect they never get hit.
Oh, I'm
by
sure they will be. But they're gonna ram something.
Oh.
See, that's why I like the unlicensed generic-ass Burnout cars. I want the B-Team van, y'all.
Yeah, that mirror is still immaculate. I'm sorry, I've done more damage to my car backing out of my driveway than they did to that. Oh, maybe.
The truck's hurt. But how about our car? Are we gonna see it?
Is our car immaculate?
Oh, it still seems fine.
Let me see that hood.
There's something much bigger going on here. What's the play? Forget the tunnel.
I love this invincible Mustang. Look at that! It's invulnerable! They just back into the semi!
No, they repaired it while they were under the like
solid adamantium construction.
Yeah. Unbreakable cars.
Invulnerable cars!
Really takes me out.
Yeah. All I want is a Burnout game that looks this good in 2016.
Yeah.
17. What year is it?
It's.
Oh, there's a BMW that took damage. I guess Beamer doesn't give a shit.
These guys are tougher.
You know what it might be? They might have a, like, because this is actual gameplay, they might have a cheat on that this car
Invincibility on
cannot
their
be
car.
damaged. So that, like, they don't fuck it up.
Take him out, Ty.
Yeah, other things are.
Guys, Kenny's coming up fast. Jess, I've got a really bad idea.
Let's drive on the
Ladder
truck.
on the side. You can get up on his right.
It's now or never.
I was gonna say take the ramp on his ass.
Keep it steady.
man.
It has that really convenient ladder just for this. Invulnerable car!
Nothing happened to our mirror with those multiple side swipes.
No. Or that near head-on collision.
Oh man, she got the car out.
I got this.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm all right with that. Like,
Now, I don't know if this car maker model actually exists, because it sounded like a fictional car.
Okay, boys, let's even the odds.
That is a dangerously low-flying helicopter.
I was like, that's where it's gonna cut. Like, I love the Fast and Furious movies,
can
and I
assure
get that
that
these
plays
things are like
as well as
trying
it
to
looks.
mimic their crazy
Last
stunts.
year
They
at
can't,
EA
but
Play,
because a lot of the
unveiled
stunts don't
EA
have anything to do with cars.
Yeah.
The program was something we created to support small, independent studios. To help bring experiences that are unique,
We're not going to call out every
gorgeous,
bit drop
innovative,
because
and
we do
memorable
want to
the
watch
world.
this.
Yeah.
But Pale Moon Presents with the
We are
5,000 bits.
partnering
Thanks,
with
Pale
the
Moon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
through
so
the
much.
process from development to marketing to publishing. But EA Originals is also about funding, about offering a level of security. The profits from these games go back to the hands of the developers. We have been overwhelmed with the indie community's reaction to this. I can tell you, we've received hundreds of pitches.
Yeah,
Many
indie
of them
companies
brilliant.
love
And as a
EA.
result, we now have several new titles in development. Today, I want to introduce you to our next EA Originals title, one that I've been very close to from the beginning.
I love indie
This
developers
game
so
tells
much
the
that
story
I have
in an
donated them my other
entirely new
microphone.
way. Now, a few
I
years
love
ago,
the indie
I played
developers.
the indie hit
They feed our
Brothers,
company.
A Tale of Two Sons with my oldest daughter. I loved how different the game felt.
Oh,
The
thing in the back.
mechanics and storytelling were really cool, and we both loved the emotional story. So I decided to contact the game's creator, Joseph Fares.
Who's he looking at whenever he looks over to the side? It's not his prompter, because his prompter's in front of him.
Games and how to bring new experiences
It's like he's trying to
players.
seem confident, but he's like...
I also found out that he was building a new studio called Peachlight. Now, we're thrilled to be working with Joseph to bring his new project to all of you. What started out as a wild idea on paper has now turned into a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind game called A Way Out. Take a look.
All right, indie games. Let's see.
What's your plan?
Stay the hell away from
Man,
me.
he's got one of them
okay?
Patrick Brody
I was
notes.
gonna say, is that Kramer?
Adrian Brody.
And the new sequel to the Shawshank, The Shawshank Supremacy.
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too.
Yeah?
Cool, let's go.
Not my problem.
Prison Simulator 2.
I'm honestly kind of intrigued.
If this is a sick ass prison escape co-op game, that actually seems kind of cool.
You okay?
And it's apparently rated teen.
Yeah, we'll shoot at the cops. That'll mean we won't go back.
You have a problem?
Yeah, I got a problem with you.
Shit, Foxy Brown up in this.
I love you, buddy.
It's definitely like 60s, 70s.
What are you doing here?
She's my daughter, too. See? Problem solved.
Come on, Leo!
And they're best friends by the end. No. Partners.
But they are each other's final boss. There can be only one.
Ooh. I love your wife too. She's my daughter also.
At the end,
Hey,
it turns out
my
you were
name
both
is
the
Joseph
warden, and you gotta
Barnes.
bring
Hey,
in
what
the
are you
other.
gonna do
And
about
I'm the writing
it?
director of A Way Out. I'm so excited to be here and show you the game. So, after I finished Brothers, I wanted to
I
make
personally
an
don't like the
game that
article in
pushed
front of
the
it. I think it should
boundaries
just be Way
on how
Out.
to tell
A Way
stories
Out
without
is weird.
compromising on gameplay.
Yeah.
And this
I mean,
is
this is
the
the guy
reason
that did
why I started
Tale of Two
Haze
Brothers,
Light
which
Studios
is
together with the team
like I
behind
thought it was a
Brothers.
great game.
Yeah.
And
But
working with EA's Originals was perfect for this because we have the full creative freedom and trust from EA to deliver the game we truly believe in.
He's not a
That is
guy
very
I'd trust with my
important for
car,
Haze Light,
though.
Let me tell you that. So, the idea
It's just
for
'cause
A Way
of the
Out
jean
came to
shirt.
me when me and a friend
Yeah, and the
found
slick
find a
black
co-op game
hair,
that wasn't
it's-
just a drop-in, drop-out
it's a look.
experience. I wanted to play a game
He looks like a mid-50s
where the
greaser.
characters had unique personalities and goals. A game where me and a friend can embark on an emotional
The guy on the left
journey
looks
together.
really nonplussed.
And this is exactly what A Way Out is. The game is designed for split-screen co-op only, and I mean
Oh, okay.
only.
Oh.
So you will be able to play it online, but to get the full experience and feel,
Oh.
we want you and your friend to play it in your couch.
In our couch.
Gameplay-wise,
Okay, so
Yeah, couch,
so he's saying
nice,
there
right?
is online,
Action.
but it will always be split
Finally.
screen, so you
Yeah.
can always see what's going on. Is that?
what was
saying?
I
I
gonna say?
think
Yeah,
he
let me
said
tell
it's
you.
like meant
Okay,
to
wait,
be
it's
split
coming to
screen.
me.
Well, who knows?
Come on. Gameplay-wise, it's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a huge amount.
It's gonna
of
be nuts, you
variation.
know?
I think you can play
Hey,
everything.
Mark.
Well, not
You'll be
everything,
two
but a
wild
lot
and
of
crazy
stuff.
guys.
It's gonna be exploration, driving, action. Also, you won't get tired of this game. I'm telling you. So.
Easy,
but let
man.
me
You
tell
already
this.
sold me.
After you finish playing a Way Out,
He's like a
I'll
more
tell you,
creatively
you'll play a
talented
co-op
Tommy
game
Wiseau.
like never before. I know. I mean, I can guarantee that.
I mean, we
know I
assume.
sound very
We
cocky,
haven't
but I
seen yet
can't
if there's
help it because
an
it's
abandoned plot line about a
so
drug dealer.
pumped Up, it's crazy.
There
You don't know, I live,
probably
breathe,
is.
play.
It's
I'm
prison.
telling you, it's like it's gonna kick ass. It's gonna kick ass.
Oh,
So right now,
there's
I will show
two
you
of
a
their
gameplay video.
allotted
that's
asses
gonna
that
show
they
you
can
just
say
a
on
small
stage.
part of the game, but still, you're gonna get blown away. And I also want to say that I'm so proud and happy to be part of this industry. It's crazy how fun it is to be here and do these games. It's so much fun. And also, one last thing. I want to say hello to
Hi.
my Hazelight team watching live from Sweden. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey.
Hop shaky. Boom. Come on.
I have to get on my flight to Sweden.
Here's a little bit more of A Way
A
Out.
Way Out is a story-driven co-op game. It is designed, played, and experienced only in split-screen co-op.
Okay.
Which means you have to play the game with a friend, either online.
Okay, so there is
or
no
on your
single player
couch.
to this.
Yeah, you're always going to
game
see where
starts in
your
a
other
prison.
person is. So when they're
That's
AFK and just sitting at the lunch table.
You and a friend will get to know your characters and unfold their story
You don't
together.
know anything about me, man.
Maybe not. But Harvey killed someone very close to me. With or without you, I'm going after him.
Let me show you some of the scenarios in the game. On the right side, you see
two
Leo,
characters,
who's already
goatee
in
and
prison. On the
sideburns.
left, you see Vincent, who just arrived. Now, if you look to the right again, you can see that Leo can be controlled, while Vincent is in a cutscene.
I can see your dick.
Here's another one. Vincent and Leo are now in the laundry room. Your goal is to smuggle sheets using a laundry cart. You can approach the scenario in different
So
ways.
your goal is to
Either
smuggle
get the
shit
cart
using
with
a laundry
Vincent,
No, I got a good pack right here. I think it's got your name on it. It's broken. I don't know.
or with Leo.
Get over
Yeah, nobody will.
idiot. Yeah, but I think those two guys are just about to fight. What the? What? Who's him?
In A Way Out, you will experience
falls
something
for
new
that?
all the time. Everything you do in the game is
I'd
unique
kill to be able to do that in
scene.
Hitman.
We want you and your friend to be focused
him.
and engaged
It was him.
throughout
It was
the
you,
entire
son of a
story.
bitch. Oh,
Let me
no.
tell you, this is just the beginning.
Gosh,
of
this
what
is
you
why
will
we're
be
in prison.
experiencing in A Way Out.
I like this idea, but it's gutsy to make your indie game require co-op.
Yeah.
Well, that Two Brothers did too.
Yes.
Kind of.
No, I think
You could tag off on them,
Yeah.
but it was also a co-op game. Well, I'm intrigued. I think
Yeah.
that looks really cool. That's
I
the
know,
first
I
thing
know,
I've
me
been
again.
thoroughly impressed by here.
Thank you, Joseph. That game is absolutely stunning, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it.
In
Now
2018.
let's switch gears for just a minute. It's great to be here showing you the games you'll play this year. But at the same time,
But I want to
we
show
are
you games
inspired
that you'll
to
be
look
playing in
farther ahead.
2020.
Creative ideas combined with new technologies become an
Kingdom Hearts
unstoppable
3.
force.
Oh, wait.
We have
Different
different
Wrong
ways
conference.
Taking technologies that are
Wait for
changing
Sony.
the world and using them to change the way we play. These are the futurists, the incubators, our talented artists, designers,
thing
and
in the
engineers within our
like the
studios.
background being on like a
Frostbite
bad GIF cycle.
Yeah,
is
just like
really,
just fills right back
And a
up.
new
You think they
research
could have just
division called Seed.
grabbing my eyes.
What motivates me every day is the responsibility we have to push our industry forward.
Whoa.
That's one reason we created this new division. Seed is a small, stealthy team that I work with on a daily basis, exploring some of our most visionary concepts. like deep learning.
I mean,
or
that's
I'm trying to see why that thing
creating
is
a world for
like.
you
I
to
see the
define,
S.
to interact with and share as you wish.
E. Where's the D?
Or virtual humans with deeply sophisticated artificial
It's
intelligence.
a good acronym.
So instead of one main character
Seed.
shared by millions,
Gillians.
we have millions of main characters shaped by you. That's just the beginning of how we can blur reality and the digital world. Go anywhere, share your discoveries, be anyone. The games
Yeah, where's the D?
become
Landing Pator
yours.
2017.
Now, what we know today is that interactive
on a shirt.
entertainment will change more in the next 5 years than it has in the last 45. Together, we are building that future, one that disrupts, empowers, and is full of play. And to do that, we also need innovative new platform technology. So when we were thrilled when we got our first Project Scorpio dev kits from Microsoft, 6 teraflops and true 4K graphical fidelity.
Teraflops never sounds
Now,
like a
these
real
Madden
thing.
NFL 18 visuals are just a taste of what can be accomplished combining Frostbite.
Look at that.
with Project
Look at that
Scorpio.
cloth.
And already we are creating the most
What is this, a
detailed,
Yakuza game?
high-resolution
Hey!
environments you've ever seen on a console.
We're modeling dicks
Madden
on
looks
these players.
absolutely stunning, but as game makers,
We found the
awesome
D.
graphics and effects are
There
just
you
the
go.
beginning. The game has to feel amazing as well. Project Scorpio is a powerful platform, and it's coming at the right time. Now, I have one more thing before I go. New IP is one of the purest forms of innovation in our industry. A brand new idea combined with the latest tech and
I
a
wonder
vision for
if the
something
Battlefront
extraordinary.
stuff will be like the
The next
Nintendo
game
Treehouse thing,
will
where they
push
kind of do it
every boundary
after the
for you.
conference.
Maybe.
It's sort of like
It is
a
fast,
you can stick around and watch
dangerous,
gameplay for this for a long time.
beautiful, and unexpected. So this is just the first tease that we're showing you today. Then we will have so much more in the Microsoft press conference tomorrow.
Get you
but
hooked.
for now, here's the first glimpse
Get you sold
of our
on that
brand
X
new
Bone.
IP
It's
from
just sitting there.
BioWare.
Ours has been sitting there.
Oh,
for...
this is the brand new thing from BioWare.
Oh, is it?
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, our bone has been sitting there unplugged for months.
Yep. Give us a reason to plug it back in.
It's our armor. It protects us from what lies beyond.
Dinosaurs! Sort of.
But out there, you
Haze?
can live with the choices you make.
Another game about
Or
choices.
die trying to change them.
These choices be color-coded red and blue.
The story doesn't end here. It's just the beginning.
All right.
Okay, that seems neat. Based on nothing.
Was that BioWare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
The logo,
I'm
yeah.
Sean O'Brien, and I'm here today to share the latest about NBA Live 18 with you.
What the fuck was that
But instead
like
of
weird
talking about it,
commercial
I'd like
that
to
they
show you.
showed for their thing?
We've
Are
spent
we really
the
talking
last
about
2
NBA
years
now?
completely
Jumping
overhauling
NBA.
virtually every
Just do all the
aspect of
sports at
gameplay.
once.
Now we're going to
You
go
gotta
outside
spread it
to a
out. Like Ben
hands-on
said, I
station
think
out
that
in
there's people who
FanFest
only watch
so
for
you can
those
check
games.
out some of those improvements. And then we're going to come back in here and give you more
No, I'm
details
good.
about how NBA Live
Snack
18
time.
introduces an entirely
Sporty
new
snack
way
time.
to play a basketball.
Got a carbo load. I'm gonna refill my water.
Gibbs, Connor,
Can you grab
over
me
to
one?
you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. You look fantastic every single time I see you. We are here out at FanFest EA Play. I want to see everyone on social. Use that hashtag EA Play. Tell me what games you're excited to see. I am telling you
EA
right
Play
now,
hashtag.
I am excited to see a first look. at
Guys,
Live
chat,
18.
I
And no
want
one
a
better in the
hashtag
business
earplay, and I want
than
it to
my
be
guy right here,
raunchy.
creative director Connor Dugan. Connor, let's
that
take
Dennis?
First look, NBA Live 18.
Yeah, what's up? I mean, I'm super excited that people finally get their hands
From,
on
30
NBA
Rock,
Live.
yeah.
We're gonna take a look at a replay we just got. Q and I were playing. I'm controlling LeBron.
I got what you were
LeBron.
laying down.
Q's controlling KD. Let's take a look.
Get all these angles in here. I want to see
All
the
right.
sweat.
All right.
All right,
So what we're
let's
looking
play
at
some
here
fucking
is
basketball,
I'm
dummy.
using my right stick dribble control, and I'm performing any combination of moves I want. So I can go behind the back, between the legs, and now I'm trying to attack the basket. But KD or Q cuts me
Unfortunately,
off
it has
with
too
his
much of
left
a.
stick,
It has too
and
much
then I gotta
armor
go
class
back
for me to hit
against
at this
him. I'm gonna
range.
go
So.
middle, but Q's late. He doesn't hit his left stick. This is a timing window, and now I have an open lane to the hoop. So we see Zaza coming over.
Tell me he finishes strong.
He does
Tell me he
finish
finishes strong.
I use my right stick.
Unfortunately,
finish
no.
with the left hand, as you can see here, right over top of Zaza, finish in the lane. And then there we have it. LeBron's looking like LeBron. Nice tight shot.
Good job, LeBron.
Classic LeBron, baby. That's what it's all about right there. I appreciate this first look at NBA Live 18. Sean,
That was
back to
it.
you.
That's all you need to know about NBA
Thanks,
Live.
fellas. Thank you. We're excited for all of you to get your hands on NBA Live 18.
No, my turn.
And everyone will have an opportunity to do so through a free demo coming in August. Now, this demo will give everyone the chance to start the one and be introduced to this new basketball world.
You know, to be fair,
Jumpstart your
out
own
of all the
legacy
sports
through
games,
solo,
I always
co-op,
enjoyed the
multiplayer
basketball
games
ones the
are-
most.
Basketball
Carry
games are
all
definitely
of
the
your
ones I like the
progress
most.
over to the full game. Now let's take a look at the one.
This is called
The One.
NBA The One.
NBA Live 18 is an all-new way to pursue your legacy. Centered on you, your journey is defined by the choices you make.
Dallas!
To the One. The One unleashes the freedom to play how and with whom you want. Here,
Which
the respect
one
you earn on
you
the
want.
streets matters just as much as the rings you earn in the league. Rise
So is
through
this
the
like a
ranks
career
in the
mode?
league, an
Yes.
authentic NBA experience where you dominate the hardwood on your way to winning championships. But the new NBA Live goes beyond
Good
the
job.
ring, taking you into the streets, where the rules and how you earn respect
Got
are
it.
different. Team up with friends to take down NBA legends at historic courts like Venice Beach. Throughout
Can
your
I play
journey,
basketball
your
against a
encore
Yeti?
performance leads to
Not
increased
yet.
skills
T.
and new gear. As your hype builds in both the
You've
streets
unlocked Air
and the
Jordan
league.
Aquas.
From Venice to Rucker Park and everywhere in between. Join the community with 5-on-5 pickup games at iconic, real-world courts. Hit the Drew League and continue to build your legacy in the Pro-Am Tour. Earn the right to go head-to-head with the very best and show off your signature style. From
Steph
East Coast
Curry,
to
what are
West
you
Coast,
doing here?
from
That
the
seems
streets
okay. Like,
to the
I
league.
don't play very many basketball
Everything you
games,
do
but like
matters.
the
Your
idea of,
legacy
yo,
is
we've got this
defined by
like
you
digital court that
and
you
how
can
you
just
choose
show
to
up
play.
at and have a
This
pickup
is
game
your
with some
world.
people. Like
It's time
that
for
seems
you
all right.
to be the one.
In-game footage.
Thanks, guys. And thanks to all of the teams here sharing games today. And a special thanks to Joseph and Hazelight. How about that for some passion?
Yeah.
Now here are
Now,
the
we got a
boys in
massive
kilts
finale
to talk
coming up
about
in just a
basketball.
moment. 30 minutes of pure, unadulterated Star Wars.
All right.
Yeah!
But before we get there, I
Oh.
wanted to pause for just a moment. Last week, we did
Boo!
something pretty amazing together. We held our annual EA Play to Give campaign, celebrating
good for
the
you,
importance
but-
of inclusion and play in our community.
Boo charity! I was
We
gonna say, Lenny
partnered
Vitora,
with three
boost
outstanding
charity.
charities, the United Nations He for She,
That's
and
the Fox
anti-bullying
News headline version of
organizations
what just
Place the
happened.
Center and Ditch the Label. We
Oh.
no okay. We donated $1 million to these three great organizations in support of building a more
Lenny
inclusive
Vitor,
world.
bullying
And here's
apologist?
what
Question
all of
mark?
you, our
What can I say?
millions
I
of
think it's
players
important.
out there joined us in support of
It
inclusion.
builds character, you
Came
pussy.
out and play in 9 in-game challenges. And by coming together, we are showing the world what a positive force that games can be. And to thank you for that, we're opening ways for you to play a bunch of great games for free. Starting today for the rest of the week, Origin Access, as well as the Vaultlin EA Access, are free. For PlayStation 4 players, we'll also have a bunch of free trials running all week. We're talking FIFA,
Okay.
Madden, PvZ Garden Warfare 2, Star Wars Battlefront, and much more.
I
So
heard
jump in.
DBZ
Bring your
Garden
friends.
Warfare. I'm like,
And
Yes!
play great games this week while you're getting ready and excited for what's to come. Now, without further ado, we bring you Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Let's go. Show me gameplay.
All right.
Hi, John Boyega.
I couldn't be there in person, so I decided to tweet.
It got way more retweets. I retweeted that. I liked that. Okay, there we go. I wonder if
Hey,
they were
guys,
like, I wonder if they were making the game and then the actor did that. It's like, fuck!
I want this to end with no. So if they're throwing 30 minutes of Star Wars at us, like,
Oh shit, they had to drive like 30 minutes from Anaheim to get here. Hello.
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 Hi.
I'm Janina Gavankar. And
That
I
does
play
sound like a
Commander
Star Wars
Anthony,
name.
leader of the Inferno Squad in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, don't break character, don't break character.
I'm also an advocate for in-depth cinema caliber story in games.
I've often been known to
That
advocate.
tweet from John
That's something
Boyega
my character
was
is
like
all
the tweet
about.
heard around the world. It spoke for all of us. When can we play a Star Wars story? We don't want to just relive the movies. We've watched them a million times.
Now,
When
will we finally be able to play Star Wars?
Yeah.
Story.
It's not like we have
A story
any
that
video
delivers
games for that.
New perspectives and enables us to play as
Hey.
some of our favorite Star Wars characters
probably put that
while
camera
also introducing new ones. And just like Rogue One tells an essential Star Wars story ahead of A New Hope, Star Wars Battlefront 2 will tell a new Star Wars story that helps bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Cool.
All right.
It's good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
just stop
Trust
there.
me, I'm in it.
We loved the previous
Stop appearing to be a human being. This is not
Yeah,
what we're
no,
paying you
no.
for.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is much bigger than the previous title, with more than 3 times the content of the first game.
Is that a good amount? That's the one who
That's
didn't play.
like considering how little content that it's.
Now,
It's
I'm
3
all
times?
about that
Yeah,
couch
you know,
sound like
I feel like that
back
first game
with
was
the
like a
Return of
$30
Skirmish.
game.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be
This
coupling
might
up
make
with
that
someone
$120
too.
buy-in worth it.
In multiplayer, there are more heroes, more vehicles, more planets. I've
More
been to
tokens.
Some of them. More space battles and starfighter assault, and deeper progression and
More member
customization as
berries.
well.
That's
as
what I
play as a
wanted. I
droid?
wanted more
across
customization
all
in my
eras.
characters.
But, as we know,
Let me
Star
customize
Wars
my
is not
armor. Let me
just
paint
some
it
checklist
myself.
Of great
I guess
features.
that's
How
dangerous
does
because people draw
Battlefront 2
dicks and
play? The team at DICE in Stockholm has some of the most talented multiplayer designers in the world.
They won't let us leave.
They've been working with the
So
EA
we have
game
gear
changers
syndrome.
to make
I've got
sure
a Stockholm
Star Wars Battlefront
syndrome,
2
yes.
has the multiplayer we're all looking for.
We were all
These
looking for
game
it.
changers,
Nick got to it first.
They basically get like tapped on the shoulder because they're the best Battlefront players in the world, and then they get secretly flown out to Stockholm. As long as they provide valuable feedback,
have
they get
to
an
love it
early
here.
look at the game. Sounds like an awesome
You'll
program.
get to
and if
love
I
it
didn't
here.
second multiplayer, maybe I get an invite. That's true. So let's hear more from them about their time at DICE.
Because I can't keep up my act.
After the
Walk
release of
into
Star Wars
Stockholm,
Battlefront
you
1,
just hear
the
John
community
Williams
thought there
score.
should have been more. And the good news is this: the
I'd be fine if I
developers
walked
have
off
been
of
listening.
any airplane and just heard like a John Williams like
I'm really excited
scene
when the
transition.
Game changers get their hands on the game.
This is going to stay, right? Sorry? The clean UI look is going to stay?
There's still time to change something if it's not working.
Funny thing about patches is there's always time to change something if it's not working.
My first impression with the game is upgraded. All 3 eras.
Stone
should
Mountain
be in the game.
64.
No, there's bus coming at me! Oh, okay,
Got a whole bunch
I
of new
fell through the
features.
floor.
One of the
Gotta
biggest
fix it.
ones that a lot of fans are excited about is the class system.
They split the characters up into different classes.
They have different weapons.
I
special
appreciate
abilities
that. That's a
you
good
can
thing to have back.
customize.
It affects your health. It affects how you are going to support your
Is this a
team.
touchscreen? Oh,
There's
no.
gonna be more
no.
content. You're gonna have to get used
Bull
to a lot
shark.
of new different techniques on how to play. The gunplay and the weapons have completely been redone compared to the first Battlefront. Now they're
Completely redone compared?
Feels a lot better and go, oh, okay, this gun feels kind of more real, less floaty.
Which is your favorite hero so far?
We're introducing a system called Battle Points, which will allow you to become not only heroes, but other things on the battlefield.
As you're helping your team
play
play
as
the
droids in the
objective,
last one?
you gain
No,
these
they didn't have
points.
any of the
There's
prequel
such
things.
a plethora of things to spend it on, vehicles, or even coming in as a hero.
And the coolest thing, I think, is a level of customization, not just from a weapon standpoint, but the actual character's own abilities.
Actually bothers me a little that Rey has not been shown with a saber
Collaborating with
staff.
the Game Changers is always a really great working environment when you're trying to figure things out.
I mean, to know that you're giving key feedback to make it a better experience for everybody, it's like putting your footprint out there and saying, look, I'm part of this.
Is everyone in position?
Yeah. Ready?
Everyone ready? So I'm going to participate in making the trailer. It's a whole different level of fantasy.
All right, recording.
So in 3, 2, 1.
And kill each other.
And now, on behalf of the EA Game Changers and DICE, this is the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer gameplay.
They all drew straws to see who would get to do that
who
closing announcement.
who gets to be the winner. Brought to you by PlayStation.
Yeah. Microsoft gets that BioWare thing.
Yo.
Roger, in HD.
They look better than they did in the movie.
Yep, I remember this level in the last Battlefront 2.
Sure does look pretty.
Yeah?
I just want to see people stepping in and out of a vehicle.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
I like this epic remix.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Duel of the Fates just wasn't epic enough.
No. We've already seen that.
Yeah.
We're coming up on the Star Destroyer, but we need to clear that escort. Let's give him everything we got.
Is that supposed to be like player chat or?
I don't think so.
Your next assignments, they are...
Hello.
The digital emperor?
It's like, I don't have a hologram, so I'm having this droid speak for me.
Yoda, Darth Maul, Wookiees, Kylo Ren versus Rey. I watched that thing like 20 times backstage with my mom before this even started. My mom's here. Yes, it's a big day for me. I'm sorry. So.
I like her. She's natural.
When they let her be.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have even more exciting things for you. In just a moment,
this is a huge
YouTube
switch from when she
personality
first came out.
iJustine,
Yeah.
Shoutcaster Alex Goldenboy Mendez, and DICE developer Paul Kesslin will showcase
Like, I wonder which
Assault
version
on
of her was the one they
Theed,
coached her to
world
be.
premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2's
Assault on Theed.
Yep.
Is that a place I should recommend?
We've got
Theed.
39 game changers ready to
Gillian
go,
Theed.
head-to-head in a 20 versus 20 match.
I wonder if they'll keep the
Theed,
AT-AT mode.
I'm gonna
Because that
take
mode
the
was pretty
40th
fun.
slot.
Obviously, it
We'll
wouldn't
see.
be able to work in most
Okay, but you're not
settings,
gonna want to
but
miss this because, like, maybe you've seen some teasers, but this is the real thing, okay? All the bells and whistles, all the newness. But before we take you there,
Maybe backstage
another
they're like,
big
hey,
Star
everyone
Wars
seems to like it when you act like a
Battlefront
human.
fan
So you know what?
has
Just
something
drop the whole character
Yep.
thing and go out and be a person.
all the newness, none of the
Hi guys,
oldness.
it's John Boyega here. Thought I wasn't going to turn up. Yes, I was.
I didn't realize he
But I'm
had an
sorry I
accent.
can't be
Oh, you
here
didn't
with
realize
That's
that he
blowing me
British?
away right
Playing in
now.
London. But I
The
do have
first
some
movie
great
that I ever
news.
saw him in
Obviously,
was
you know, I'm a
Attack the
massive
Block,
fan of
and
Star
he has
Wars
a
Battlefront
very
1.
thick accent
And
in
now
that.
we're going into the next chapter.
It's actually a
of
really
Star
good
Wars
movie about
Battlefront 2,
space
and I'm
gorillas
very, very
Yeah.
excited
invading
to
Earth.
share
Yeah,
this news with you.
I've heard of it, and
We've
I
seen
knew he was
Yoda,
in it. I just assumed
we've
he
seen
was
Luke,
acting
we've seen
that
all the other
accent.
characters, but where's Finn?
I knew nothing about that
Finn will
movie. I
definitely
assumed it
be
was
a
like
part
a
of Star Wars Battlefront
step-up
2,
style dance
alongside
movie.
with Captain
Nope.
Phasma as part
'Cause
of
that's
the
what the
first
title
season
makes
of
it
free
sound like.
content. And there's more. On top of that, we also get to play on the new Planet Crate that you saw on the Last Jedi teaser trailer in April. So this is going to be an exciting time. I'm going to be playing. If you see Finn running around whooping some ass, it's me. So I'm
Spoiler
getting
warning,
ready,
I'm not on the
getting
bed the
set
whole
for you
movie.
guys to play with me on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm excited. Let's play.
Okay, but did you listen? Finn and Phasma are headed to Star Wars Battlefront 2 this holiday.
Because
and it
Phasma was
will
such an
be
important character.
Hey.
Yes.
She was. She had her own
She
toy
got
line.
thrown in the
Dice
garbage.
heard our feedback
There were
loud and
toys
clear
of her.
on the previous Battlefront and are committed to keeping this community together with
I'm
themed
still
seasons
curious
of
as to how
content
they got her out of the
post-launch
trash
for all
compactor in
players
time.
at no additional charge.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure in 20 years that'll be a whole movie.
Yeah, they'll have like a whole journey of her getting
What
out of the
happened to
Sarlacc
Phasma
pit.
between-
Jedi is only the beginning of the additional content coming to this game. All post-launch heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles will be free. for
Ah, free
everyone who
LC.
owns Star
Woo!
Wars Battlefront 2.
Free to everybody who buys the Ultimate Edition.
And yesterday, EA
How's it
announced
free if I gotta
that players
pay
who
$60 to
pre-order
get
will
the game,
early
huh?
access to multiplayer
They
beta
aren't in nearly the
and
same size
Yoda's
theater they're
epic
usually in.
lightsaber mastery star card. So,
Well,
let us
I think
recap.
that's because this is not technically
New essential
E3.
Star
this
Wars
is their
story.
own event that they did
Multiplayer
before it.
across all
I
three
guess.
Star Wars eras, space battles, split-screen co-op.
But I mean,
and
all of
free
the E3
content
conferences
that will
rent
keep
out
us playing
stages. They
together
like
for
it's not at the
years
conference
to
hall.
come. Yes, right? Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I am so honored to be just a tiny little part of this team making this amazing game. I can't believe they let me do this today, and I can't wait to play the game.
But then I remembered I'm a beautiful woman.
And I get to start right now.
It is
So
taking
I'm
all
gonna
my
go pick up
efforts and
controller,
not
and I'm gonna
curse
throw
up
it
a
over to
storm up here.
iJustine, Golden Boy, and Paul to take us to Assault on Theed.
She's a beautiful
the
woman with
world
a hard-to-place
premiere of
ethnic
Star
blend.
Wars Battlefront
Perfect for
2's
casting.
Multiplayer.
Thanks so much. Hey guys, welcome to the world premiere of Star
The
Wars
casting sheet
Battlefront
said
2's
brown, but not
multiplayer
unbonably
gameplay,
brown.
Assault on Theed. We're ready to show you guys the live gameplay for the first time. I'm your host, iJustine, and with me here today, we've
She's
got
a
Golden
human,
Boy
Ben.
and Paul Kessley, producer for Dice.
No,
What
it's
have we
not.
got going on here today, guys?
We got a lot going on today.
Yeah,
Why don't we
first
have
of all, what we're gonna
booze
see
on
today
here?
is a three-stage mode. It's our new gameplay.
There we go.
We'll be showing we'll be showing people going. The droids are attacking Theed. They'll be going all the way up the main pathway towards the Royal Palace. They need to escort the MTT tank. From there, if we progress to stage 2, the droids need to try to bypass security, make their way into the palace itself. If they're successful, they'll be able to take on the throne room, and there the droids will ideally try to capture that from the clone army. Unfortunately, the clone army's still there, needs to try to push them out and make that last stand.
Can we just take a moment here and appreciate the fact that we get to be droids in Star Wars? This is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Are you guys excited?
Roger.
Man,
Easy, Roger.
You guys got to come alive over here because we're going to see some great gameplay. We have some great.
You can tell this guy on the
game
right is the guy who's
We're
like an
gonna be,
actual
competing
caster
here, and I
who
use
does this kind of
competing
shit.
as a term because these guys are holding nothing back, Justine.
Yeah, no, it's been super exciting, and we got a chance to play yesterday, and it's just really
You can tell these are humans because they're just jumping for no reason.
We've seen in the movies, but we were actually in the gameplay and with somebody here who is actually worked
Jump
on
check.
the game. So let's talk more about what we're seeing here and getting into this, because there's 3 phases to this. So currently, we're in phase 1.
That's right, and also we have some.
Also,
great
if you get into the
games. We saw
extended
one of them
universe,
pop up
did you
just
know
for a
that a
while.
lot of the
VF
droids were
updates,
really
Full
bad at
Shark,
aiming
New
because
Silk.
like
We also have
they
My Boy
have like
Darkness,
this
aka
built-in
Dankness. He will be
like
playing, as
they
well.
have
We
like
Westy,
a
Master
range
G,
at which they can
Star
aim. They
Wars
don't have a
HQ,
full stability
and
thing.
some NBA Live, just cuz. Why not? You know?
It's
Do
why
your
they're
thing.
so
But anyway,
inaccurate.
Here you go. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2, folks. Now, this is awesome because essentially phase 1, you get to escort an MTT down.
'Cause that's one thing I always thought about in Star Wars. I'm like, if these machines were built to like be precise and aim, why are they not just
They do.
murdering
Definitely.
everything?
The droids are sitting there trying to escort that MTT up the main pathway. If they're successful, we go on to that phase 2. But right now, what we're seeing is some specialist gameplay from I think Battlefront updates.
Yeah, let's actually talk about the specialists, and also you're going to see a couple different classes here. This class,
Ow,
in
my
particular,
face!
that Master G is using is the heavy class. Specialist, kind of your sniper, right? But the
Exactly.
heavy class, what do they do here?
So the heavy class is great. They got a bit more health than your average trooper. They're also able to pop that combat shield, try to push.
Yeah, it
you
looks
down.
like
So you can see those guys
I mean
pushers
I
with
guess
defenders in some
it's a
areas.
step
Well, it
up
looks like we
from
got one of our
buy or
Vulture
like
droids
finding
right now.
coins
Not
on
sure
the
who's flying
map
this guy, but
to get in
these
these,
guys
but
are
it looks
great
like
at
you're
air-to-air,
just
trying to take out those other ships
buying
that might be coming in,
into
the
being
new
in a
M1
ship
Starfighter.
with
Otherwise, they're
those
the
little battle
great
points they were
ground
talking
support like
about.
we're seeing here. trying to get some strafing runs in on those clones.
Ah.
Come on, man.
Missed that tower.
You just did it wrong there.
Killed by yourself.
You played yourself.
Congratulations.
We do. So another thing that
You just
those
killed
Air
yourself
Forces are
in
great at is
front
trying to
of
take out some of the
like
ground
a couple
troops that you may
100,000
see.
people.
The droid army has the AAT tank, something that's really great at troop suppression. But we see here a little clip of the V-wing doing that. Oh, man, he's
No
just
one's
mowing
gonna stop
some droids down
me.
there.
Yeah, just absolutely shredding. You're going to see this happen quite a bit.
I want to
especially
see
in
every
space,
vehicle
because there's a lot of
accidentally kills
open
themselves.
fields here, right? And you can
Yeah,
just
that is
come
a
through
predecessor to both the
great
TIE
straight
Fighter
line, great
and the
bonding
X-Wing.
runs, really, and eliminate as many people as you possibly can. And also, you put the presence of an air vehicle out there. Players will fear the skies, and they will, look for cover.
Oh,
in
here we
this
go.
map Where it's already difficult to find
Or
cover
not.
to begin
Nope.
with in this phase in particular.
Absolutely.
I
And
guess
you
they
can
just
see
don't give a
that
shit
there's
about
an
each
AAT
other.
tank sitting around on the battlefield. He is probably taking out those clone troopers, but this droid, this Vulture droid, is really stepping it up.
What I love about this is everyone's like, oh, look at this great open map. And then when you start phase 2, it's like everything starts coming in and coming way closer together. And
Well,
we were
let's
talking a little
get
bit
to
more about
phase
the
2
assault class.
first.
So for somebody who has just started playing this, never played any previous versions,
What?
do you feel like the assault class might be something perfect for them to pick
guy
up?
likes to really move that camera on his shoulders.
Absolutely. It's something that
Ah!
that's painful.
Kamikazes.
Assault class is
Yeah,
something that,
but only
a lot of
one
players will be able to
person
jump right
died.
into. They're your frontline flanker attacker. I think they're going to be
2 droids died.
Oh, no! Stream!
fairly
Stram!
easy.
There we
to
go.
get right in and just start having your typical run and gun action. Their signature ability, you see here at the top of the screen, your number 2 ability, that switches you over to a shotgun. You get a little bit faster, and you're able to really get in there and kind of break through those front lines.
Oh, I love it. I love using the shotgun, man. It is so good.
So
And
do you
it's
notice how
actually,
they're getting
when
a
I
little
first
bit
used it,
more
it really caught me off
MOBA-esque
guard. I wasn't
with
expecting
the
it. Wait a minute. I could destroy
growth of
Like
Overwatch and
earning
stuff like
stuff.
that?
Absolutely shredded everyone. It was so fun to play with here. We're also seeing some great
some
dogfighting
dogfighting.
here between the clones and the separatists. This is certainly what a lot of
getting
folks
sick.
love in Star Wars and just really in any
Now
game
in
that dives
VR.
right? They just always do a good job with the air combat. He's really trying to track him down. This Vulture's
He's not
really
having much
This guy has a goal.
I don't like. I'm one of those people that don't get motion
He's
sick
playing-
with
he's playing
VR
the
stuff, so
boss.
I'd
You
actually
saw
be
him,
kind
he
of
had the
cool doing
thermal
that.
detonator, that he'll be able to kind of suppress some of those guys as he rushes in.
And there are
Like I know
different
Kieran was
weapons
talking
as
about
well.
playing
Like one of the guns
Elite
that,
Dangerous with the
off-
headset
yeah.
on and just like being able to be in there for like 10 seconds
you know,
before feeling
firewall
like he was
sword,
going to
you can
die.
get
Yeah,
some
that-
great
that
shots
messed
with
with him
it.
for, like,
And
a
then
while.
There's also this nice compact SMG style blaster that really shreds through people in close range. I was using a little.
I mean, we want to give you a little bit more weapon variety this time around,
Yeah.
Also, some AAT
Hey, can you
tank
lure
action
them
here,
around
and
this corner?
that's
It's
doing
okay,
what it does
I'm
best,
stuck.
just pressing that point, trying to keep those clones
I'm
out
kind
of
of
the
pinned
way.
down here.
They're trying to make their way forward as the objective
that's-
continues to march down. He has to get away from that.
He's trying to, I don't know, is he trying to flank the tank? That's not smart.
I don't know, man. Maybe he will. Maybe
Oh, you saw a
he'll
little
make it
combat
happen.
roll there.
There should be a thing where if you can run up to the tank, you can get up there, like pry the hatch off and throw a grenade in it.
Finally,
Oh,
tell
we
us about-
haven't.
Some ATRTs, yes. So these are great for kitting out those AATs. So these guys are a little quick. They have an ion charge ability. It'll be able to do a little bit more extra damage against the tank should they see it. So you can imagine like 3 or 4 of these. on the
Shouldn't an
battlefield
ion
really
charge
rushing
also
around
do
points. Like, look at
immediate
this.
damage to all
Can you
droids?
stop someone out? What can you do with this? And like,
You can run some.
Did that droid just do like a
Oh, I
backflip?
would-
Oh! Watch him die in slow motion! Internet,
I was
please!
actually gonna say, could I get shot off of it if I'm on top of it because my body's exposed?
You
Seems
can,
like
yes, yeah.
that question was answered, instantly.
Must be a lot of people
almost
watching this.
immediately. Oh man. So, Mr. Musel here, look for this guy to be on a tear a little bit later. And also, I did want to highlight, we had an officer, as a matter of fact, right in front of Star
We
Wars
did. One of my
HQ.
favorite classes.
What is it about the officer that makes it so unique?
I mean,
Yeah,
my-
tell us
my
about the
controls
different
aren't what they used to
classes.
be. I'm
Fair.
a bit slower nowadays, but I'm able to really
Or
buff
not.
up
Catching
my
up with the
class
stream.
and buff up my teammates. Try to let them get some extra health. Let them push through the points faster.
Okay, so
And-
officers are like an AoE buff, I guess?
Finally some good dogfighting going in there.
Yeah, they might like
What's
put
great
out
about-
a constant
what's great
acid
about some of
buff or
these
something
starfighters
to
is these are
That'd
access
be
to
kind
our
of
new
cool.
battle point system.
Because
So
there are a
instead
lot
of
of
finding
like
a
Star
pickup
Wars
token on the-
RPGs
on
out there,
the
like
map
we used to
like
play
used to
Imperial
last game.
Assault,
You're now
where
able to, depending on
I'd
how
play
well you do,
the,
whether you're
Imperial
scoring
side, you
kills
guys would
via,
play
team
the
assist, or you're playing the objective like you want players to do. You're earning
Rebel
points
Scum.
that will allow you to spend
And
on whether it be a special
the
character, whether it be a vehicle,
all
or
the
even a
officers
hero.
ever did was
And
like they
that
allow
one's
the
that
troops to
Valkyrie
move one extra space and give them like a +1 to hit or something like that whenever they're on the field. or within a certain amount of spaces.
And also something to look out for too. When we get into phase 2, that's battle point really gonna play a role there, right?
I mean, right now, definitely see a lot more. It's an open space. You have time for this air combat. There's some vehicle gameplay. But once
Man,
we
they're
get inside,
switching
it's gonna be a
perspectives so
different
much.
That's right.
Hard for me to keep track of what's actually
It's like an actual Star Wars climax.
Shake them out.
Yep.
Yeah, they better enjoy their air combat here, because that's not going to be happening for much
Try
longer.
spinning. That's a cool trick.
She won't be sneaking up. Oh,
No,
there
not
you go.
like that.
But he was doing what he needed to do, support his team, right? It's that combined arms fire. You want to
This
make
guy
sure
has
that
gotten into
somebody's
the
trying to
wall.
cover you from the air.
Oh boy. So, and you can see after every respawn as well, you get those.
The way the
how many
droids,
points
like,
you're earning.
bounce.
It's
Pretty good.
Later on, got some specialist gameplay here as well. Maybe you can take off a couple faces, perhaps.
So in the specialist class, you can also deploy different types of traps as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. So they have access to a trip mine. So if you want
Why hasn't anybody chosen to play a hero yet? I guess it must take a lot of points.
Probably haven't gotten the points yet. They want to save that.
Fire for your troops downrange. And it's especially potent in this area because it is such a big open area. So that's
Who's going to be a
specialist really
droid
shines
hero?
in phase 1.
It's just going to be a separatist hero like
bombing
Maul.
runs Here and just absolutely tearing them up. I have to say, man, Musou is
Ooh.
killing it in this world.
I wonder if they have 3 separate heroes for every
one of the officer
era.
classes, right next to one of the clones.
Officer
Oh man, John Woo. Them doves.
Definitely.
Support your team, like.
I'm trying to think how many, like, because if you're going to have one with lightsabers, that one's going to be freaking Maul, because they aren't going to have Grievous
when those
and
heavies
Maul.
are trying to drive towards a point.
The Grievous
you
would
got
be
your
pretty
armor
fucking
behind you,
sick.
give you some extra health, making
I'd
sure
actually
that you-
prefer Grievous to Maul.
Yeah, so would I.
Or
I'd be
on the
interested
opposite
if
side, you're one of
Grievous
the
was
droids, you're
playable.
able to lock down a point. The officers have access to a turret that they can place on the ground, and give you a little bit more fire support for that area.
Trying to see if Massive
I mean, imagine that, like, just the shields.
Right, he's not trying to go into combat with Musou, who's up there. There's Darkness 429 just shredding.
He's Darkness
everyone
420
up
everywhere
here.
else, but he was told he had to
Maybe,
change
a
it
couple
today.
different corners.
Siege mode?
Yeah, this is happening.
Oh yeah,
really
so
soon.
tell us about the siege mode.
Sure, so
How does this play out?
In siege mode, for
Well,
a
this
limited
seems like
time,
a
you're able
rough
just
point to
blow up
defend.
some
Just a
huge
touch.
area effect shots. You lock down your position, but you're able to have a lot more firepower.
We also just saw the B2 Super Battle Droid there as well. That's something you can get
Another
with
one of my
battle points
favorites.
as well.
Another one of my favorites. Yeah, and you can grab those guys via the battle point system. Those
Whee!
guys, great,
I'm just seeing how high I can
They
go.
have
Oh,
high
the fight's
health,
still going
a lot
on?
of rapid fire. Oh,
Here we go.
oh, there it is.
And this big explosion indicates phase 1 is over. Now we start
The
phase
Separatists
2.
are winning
This is when
phase
the
1
action
as we
Really
predicted.
begins to pick up here because it gets really
always
tight
goes to
inside
phase
that
2.
building, and
Separatists
players need to
always
be
win
mindful
round
of that. And look for this B2 to
But it's
just
okay,
shred through
'cause
everyone,
phase 2 was
especially
worth
with that
all the
cooling ability
points.
that he has to be able to keep him just constantly shooting in the fight.
He's gonna make a huge difference here as the fight moves inside. I mean, there's gonna be narrow pathways. He's gonna be able to just shred as soon as anybody gets in his way. Because it's those
So from what I'm getting from this, it's that this side, like both sides have a certain number of.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. We got Maul.
Action.
And he's
Here
already
we go,
been
folks.
wasted.
This is where it starts to get interesting.
This is
scary.
Darth Maul will excel in phase 2.
This is where it starts to get interesting. All that stuff before that, just bullshit.
Forget it. Can you pass me a pack of cigs?
I will.
Oh,
He's
exactly.
absolutely perfect for that.
Oh, he's got that
I mean, some of
force
his
choke
abilities you
going.
can see here, he's got that spin attack. He's able to just rush in and out of combat and just take guys out in the process.
It was funny. I was talking.
I love his Spider-Man leap.
Yeah. He was saying how
And Boba Fett.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck is Boba Fett doing in the? Like he was a child. He was just a boy.
It's Django.
Yeah, probably Django.
No, he's in the green. Right? Is he? I don't know. Hard to tell. That's totally Boba.
That looks pretty Boba.
That's Boba ass
Maybe
Fett.
Maybe, and I'd be totally fine with this. Maybe they don't give a shit about Gira.
Which is
Boba
okay.
Fett is definitely a hunter killer. So if the Clone Army is able to get some of the heroes in play,
Oh, yeah, it says
this
Boba
is
Fett
where
right
Boba
there,
Fett will really
so.
shine. With that jetpack
Oh, yep.
he's able to kind of
Totally
float above
does.
the battlefield, fire off some rockets, really just take out an individual target.
So what difference does he have from the last game?
From the last game, we've given him a bit new tricks. He's got a new concussion.
I'm okay with
rock,
any
but
hero
he's
in any saga. I'm just I was just confused momentarily.
Nice. Also, one thing to keep in mind, we saw the B2, here we go, but on the clone side, there aren't specialists.
So I'm going to be real honest. As someone who didn't play Battlefield or Battlefront 1, this doesn't look too different to me.
That's right.
Very different from.
I'm sure there are different systems at work, but I feel like the...
I'll tell you very specifically, it's way more MOBA-ish with the abilities and cooldowns down there.
All right.
Like everybody seems to have those, at least 3.
Okay.
Whereas in the other one, it was like you have this gun and you can switch to this gun. It might have an alternate fire and you have grenades. It was very much just an FPS.
They got him down. Jesse was able to find him on that one, but here comes some officer gameplay here.
Oh, good. Finally, somebody some support.
Support people matter too. You know, you gotta give them some love.
Go this way. Team, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Now, what is
like
this?
field of
effect.
Okay, so officers are the Lucio. I'm starting to get this.
For a little over health, but it also heals you back up. So it's we got the jump troopers.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, that must be really useful in this area.
All right, he's the Farah. Okay, all right.
Jump Trooper's super fun to play, but again, you know, it's attached to a specialist now, so not everyone's going to have it equipped, although it was in the original Battlefront.
Right.
But I am going to be excited to hop into Jump Trooper and shred people myself.
I mean, I know people, a lot of people love to jump
Hey, Ray's here! Welcome to,
super excited.
I don't know, 50 years before you were born? Welcome!
She got out of that one really quickly, but
she got fucking gunned down!
Spoiler. Call her a Mary Sue now, Meninists.
Absolutely. So Ray's mind trick is something that against all enemies, they'll be confused for a little bit, and your controls will kind of work against you, making you a little bit more vulnerable to attack.
Just so you guys know, this is when it
a
gets
milk pudding bun.
because there's so much going on here. And was that a little Han?
We saw a little Han, yeah.
Are we gonna get some Han?
I hope so.
I hope so.
But I mean, you saw it earlier. So every time
You hope
you finish a
so
run,
low.
how many battle points you have, and some people have enough points to get those reinforcements. And especially this late in the game, you'll see a lot more of these special classes coming out, a lot more of the heroes coming out. So again, this jump trooper here, you know, with his rocket launcher and his jump back, trying to be mobile, trying to fly into that last zone and capture a point.
This is really where heavies are going to thrive as well, because my goodness, you just see him
laying down fire
through the doorway.
That's pretty sick.
Just absolutely dominating the clones.
Chain gun.
They need to push out. They need to fight this one out here. There are so many lives left that the Separatists have to their team. They could really run through this. The clones have to start acting fast, because if they cap it, that will be it. The Separatists will win this game.
Well, it looks like they're winning.
I'm a Separatist fan, so I'm excited.
I'm just going to go on whichever team wins.
Oh,
okay. So I'm not going to be too picky here.
Okay, jump and ship. I understand that. You know, no loyalty.
I vote for the winning team.
Maybe I am.
Oh, who knows?
Thanks for providing interesting commentary.
So in this third phase, though, in the droids are trying to capture that throne room. So you can see here, if you remember, it's just this is the main.
Yeah, if you get the throne room, then she'll have to sign the treaty.
How it works.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're the clones, you're hoping that. Oh, geez.
Han Solo's just getting torn up.
This is gonna be trouble.
It's like too soon, man. Henry lived Force Awakens again. You know, like don't do it.
Whoa!
Spoilers! Absolutely everything. I mean, is there any tip to like taking him down?
I mean, you want to try to combine arms fire.
Oh.
The tip is blasters.
Run away. Maybe
That's
run
the
away.
tip. Run away and just shoot the crap out of Darth Maul.
MVP Darth Maul
Man, he was our MVP.
With 36 kills.
Look at that.
Nice stuff. Moose out. Congratulations.
36
Play of the game.
My goodness. My goodness.
Well, guys, that was
Dun,
it.
dun,
What did you guys think?
dun.
Intense.
Not bad. I'm lying. It was freaking awesome. I love it. It's so good. It's like, I love the class-based gameplay personally, because again, you can really get your
Candid
squad
moment
and
there
friends
of
to
not
get
bad,
together
and then you
say,
realize
like,
he's
hey,
supposed to be
I
something.
wanna, you know,
I mean, it's
be an
awesome.
officer and-
Hey, let's go back and show that idiot that killed himself.
Highlights,
You
people
know, because
getting murked.
maybe it wasn't.
Let's take a look at some of these outfits.
Actually, I think it's just a crash montage. I think that's
Let's
what we're
watch
gonna do
people
with this game.
kamikaze.
All crashing all the time. I'm down with that.
But it was Nuzlocke. I mean, he's sitting there, you know, getting as many battle points as he can before his next
Do you
fight.
remember
I
when
mean,
this
that's what
guy
you
got killed?
wanna try to see with those battle
That was
points.
fun.
You want to either snowball.
Kinda
your points,
ragdolled on the back
burning
of
them, burning them, keep building, getting more and more things.
Yeah, that's right. And again,
There's a guy throwing a grenade.
Game. One thing I do want
Neat.
to compliment team on, you know, EA and DICE.
Check out
There's
those
a droid
explosions.
walking straight through a grenade.
It's so beautiful, especially seeing this.
Yep.
Woo! Yep. This is a loading screen. We're going to have lots of these in the game. Don't worry.
Real-time loading.
Of the Star Wars universe brought to life, the way that you guys really managed to do so. I mean, kudos
I don't
on
know.
that one.
I'm
Once
a
again,
fucking
just
Star
dropping
Wars
jaws every-
nerd. I'm
tried.
sold.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
sold
It's
before I
amazing.
saw
They
it.
do, incredible things. I mean, you can see it. It looks so pretty. Just look at this laser fire. It's intense.
Whereas joking
It looks
aside,
beautiful.
it would take a lot
really
to
does
tear
look
me
cool.
away from Overwatch to anything even vaguely similar to it.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I'm sure that this will be amazing. Or I'm sure everybody will complain about it like the first Battlefront. I don't know.
I will.
Can't wait to
Probably.
play with my friends, you know. and
Because it can never be perfect.
and
And that's its biggest issue.
You know, exactly. Separatists all day.
Well, guys, that was so awesome. Now, if you guys are in LA,
Did I play on PC or PS4?
This weekend.
Yes.
And if you come down on Monday, we've got a chance for you guys to win a trip to Gamescom in Germany this August. All you have to do is come and play, which is, I mean, that's not asking too much.
I
And
mean, just
yeah,
come
the
on.
best
All
player
the way
in
out to
match, you
Germany.
guys will be
What's
entering
wrong with you? I don't feel like it's a lot to ask.
What'd you say if you're in LA?
You've been before.
Yeah, I've been there plenty times. It's one of the most ridiculous conventions ever. If you happen to go, it's insane. It's massive. So you're not. You're if you don't get the trip, you're going to be really sad. But if you do get the trip,
It's got a large mass and it makes quite an effect on the game
Well, you guys
scene.
like Star Wars like we do.
Andromeda.
If you guys want to play as your favorite heroes and villains, you guys can download Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes right now on Android or iOS. And you
I
play
can?
as any of the iconic characters that you guys
But
saw
you don't have
today
to. It's
and
optional.
Oh, okay.
Paul, I also heard that you're
Play,
making
I mean, they're saying play it now.
You've been playing a lot of Galaxy of Heroes.
I'm interested to see if they make any announcement on the new Sims mobile game that they're coming out with.
You
have a problem.
I do have a problem.
Yeah.
But it's just, there's just so much Star
You're that
Warsy
guy.
goodness. I can't help it.
What if they talk about The Sims at all? Even?
Yeah, I know my brother. He,
I don't know. I feel like the non-Star Wars portion of the presentation is kind of over.
So around the holidays, that's pretty much all I did. It was great.
At Christmas, just
All right, sorry. I'm
This does feel like it would be like
well, thank
main
you guys
event
so much for joining
territory.
us here. Stay tuned to Battlefront2.com for more about the game, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Paul. Golden Boy, this was incredible. And now I'm going to send it over to Patrick for more.
All right, we got more.
Oh, all right.
Keep me interested now.
Thank you, everyone.
As
And
hundreds of
thank you
thousands
to the
tune
real
out,
rock stars
maybe the
of
buffering will
this
stop.
show. The development teams inside EA. You are truly amazing.
Mm-hmm. Round of applause.
Now, we can't wait for more of you to play. And there's more coming. Stay tuned online for a closer
got
look
Taka
at
in
some
the
of our
chat. Hi,
biggest
Taka.
games.
Hi,
Taka. Taka.
Remember, EA Play is for all of you, our players. Thank you all for joining us.
Oh, is this
now,
the end?
let's play.
Oh.
Yeah, let's play.
Okay, so yeah, I think that.
Yeah, show me your Star Wars mobile game. It's actually not bad. I've played it.
We're going to play this trailer with no audio to simulate the experience of actually playing it on your phone, because you're not that asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, there, all right.
Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Download for free today.
Download for free
Play it again.
We're here in Hollywood, California at EA Play. We're here to talk to you today about
All right,
Star
this
Wars
is
Galaxy
like
of
over,
Heroes.
right?
I was gonna say, I can't tell if this is over
last week,
or
Grand Admiral Thrawn. Today I'm joined
'Cause,
by
like,
Cassandra
this
Gama,
totally seems like
Community
the
Manager for Galaxy of Heroes,
thing where
also
they're just gonna be
known
like, and we're just gonna be playing games for a few hours now, and that's
and Daniel McLaren,
not
lead
exactly
designer
what I want
on
to cover.
Galaxy of Heroes, also goes by Not
Yeah,
Really
I
a
guess
Jedi.
we'll find out shortly.
Yeah, we'll give this time.
Yeah.
We'll let this breathe, but
But not pleasantly, it's not pleasantries.
with the
I
guy,
wanna
I was
get
like,
into
so
it.
let's
I'm excited
play.
with
Like,
just
that
the
feels like the
Empire
end of your
rework and the
conference,
Dark Side
and
Rising,
really does.
bringing it to the
Disperse.
culmination of Grand Admiral Thrawn. I want to know more about him.
So before we get into it, I think we have. If
you want to know more about him, read the fucking book that just came
books
out.
for that, lady.
There he is.
I didn't know he was blue.
Yeah, he's a chiss.
Did we say that on screen?
That's kind of the reason.
Yeah, no,
didn't-
you look like you stepped into a bad situation there. That was bad planning.
It's kind of the reason he didn't rise to power until after the Emperor was dead, right?
So,
'Cause
there
totally
he is.
racist.
You guys have seen him
actually.
for the first time here at EA Play.
In fact, he was in power.
Cassandra,
Like
what's the
he's a
community-
Grand
are they
Admiral, which is
excited
like the
about
highest
Thrawn?
rank an
Like-
alien
has
has.
been in a Rebel
alien
season. They're ready
has
for
in that
Empire Dark Side
military.
season. And they want to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn. What can you tell us? And most importantly, the
No
community wants
camps.
to know, how can we wreck faces?
And that's awesome because Admiral Thrawn is one of those characters that in the universe, he's incredible. I mean, he's the guy that was unstoppable. He's defeated everybody. He's the only alien allowed in the fleet at this time. So bringing that to design and bringing him in, trying to figure out how we were going to make him, that was the real challenge. So we spent a lot of time figuring out what are the kit design pieces that we need to put together to end up with a guy who was killer in PvP, could do very well in PvE, but ultimately still function as a beast inside raids. So
tell me, how is he a beast in raids? And tell me more about this cleanser. I'm hearing rumors of cleansing.
yeah, so he is the first Empire character.
this
that brings
still
a
the
cleanse
conference?
to Empire allies only. So he has
pretty
the
bad that
ability
you're the
to
Star
not
Wars
only
fan
cleanse
and you're the one
himself,
who's
but a
asking.
targeted ally as well. But he has something that's
just,
super
like, it's a
unique that we've
mobile
never done with
game.
characters
Like,
before. And that is
and
that Admiral
as
Thrawn
good a mobile
brings
game as it
a
is,
special ability to every
I got
Empire
Hearthstone.
ally.
I'm fine.
That ally will now have the ability to cleanse their own debuffs, and in doing
That's
so,
your
allow
version
themselves
of,
to manipulate
so it's
their
not
own turn
Overwatch,
meter.
huh?
Thrawn then
All right,
manipulates other
then.
people's
Yeah.
turn meter, and
Damn
inside
you,
raids,
Blizzard.
that functionality has changed a little bit. So, for example, he might do a speed down or a speed up on somebody, and then later apply ability block buff. Total nerd here, but he then, when you take that into a raid, he says, I no longer do that, but I apply a defense down instead.
That's so cool.
It's
Tell me more
unresistable.
about
So a lot of
stat
functionality was
changes.
added to him, made him very
The
strategic.
guy on the far right is just
One
like,
other thing that's super
"Now,
cool
what did I
is
do to
he
get
has the ability
to end
to
up
take his
here?
own turn meter, completely
How
get
much
rid
money
of it,
am I
apply
getting
it to
paid
somebody
an
else,
hour?
and at the same time,
All right,
messing
that's
with their
pretty good.
protection. So super strategic, super excited. I'm super excited.
He's getting creative out there.
Yeah.
Almost an artist of war.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Can
We're
you
very
tell us
excited.
a bit about the event?
I have a bit
coming
of a
up?
crush on him.
So, you will be able to acquire Grand Admiral Thrawn through our traditional legendary event structure. So, you will need
If
to
you pay only
go out,
$59.99, you
Phoenix
get
Squad members, as
20,000
they are the
gems,
people
which
that
you can
we see
spend
in
on
the
5
show with
characters.
Thrawn.
These source
He's
crystals
their
will let you
primary
buy.
protagonist, or I'm sorry, primary antagonist. And
Yeah, I
so,
was about to say, wait.
yeah, he's their friend, best friend ever.
While this goes on,
so
has the
you'll
chat
take
or
your Phoenix
anything
Squad
had
together.
anything
Anything going
interesting?
on?
You know what? We got
And
some
you'll be able to acquire
bit
some
drops to
up to
shout
share.
out.
Thrawn through the
Let's see
presentations
what we got here. Kill Assassinator with
We're
1,000
really
bits. This was half an hour ago.
What
Hey.
up, Kill Assassinator? Thank you for the bits.
All right.
Probably
Well,
not a mere.
that
Dropped
is
1,000 bits
our-
for your
actually,
well-timed soundboard remix.
Hey, thank you.
Yes. So Thrawn will be available June 15th.
Yeah, largely the chat is
And
just
like I said,
as confused
traditional
as we are
legendary
about, like,
we're super
are we done?
excited.
Can
So
we
got
go
plenty
if
of
we don't
time.
care
the
about
game is set
the
up for you
mobile
right
game?
now. We've brought all the Phoenix members into the game. They're completely accessible. So go get them ready to go. Thrawn will be there.
saw
Like I
the
said,
cup
everybody's really
explode.
excited. We're amped.
Awesome. So next week, you're going to be able to get your hands on Thrawn in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So that concludes our EA Star Wars portion of the show. We're
right.
now going to throw to Need for Speed Payback. I believe we've got a.
Oh
awesome
wait, yeah, I
trailer.
think we're.
Yeah, I don't think this is conference anymore.
Yeah, I think we're just in the segment where it's like, all right, here we're gonna
They
go.
only had... Okay, so how many properties did
Okay.
they actually announce? They announced this Need for Speed game.
Yeah.
They talked about Battlefield 2 or Battlefield 1's DLC, so I guess that's kind of an announcement. I'll count it. I'm not counting Star Wars because that was already announced.
The BioWare thing, Anthem.
Yeah, Anthem, which was nothing like the demo that I saw.
Oh, like
Something much bigger.
it might be something else entirely. Like it might just be an entirely new thing. Like
Yeah, like I have no clue. So yeah, there's the new BioWare thing. I'm not counting Madden or FIFA or any of them.
Yeah, that was the indie thing. The
indie thing.
Oh, yeah,
right.
the
A
way out. Yeah.
which yeah, that
Which I think looks
I was
really
gonna
cool.
say so far game of the show.
Yep. I mean, as of the first press conference, yes,
as
I
of
agree.
before the show started.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the game of the show right now.
Yep. And then a whole bunch of sports bullshit.
Yeah, sports stuff and Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. So Need for Speed, Battlefield 1 DLC, which I'm counting as like a half. A Way Out,
Anthem.
and Anthem. 4 things.
Hey, what's going
They
on,
announced
guys?
4
We're
things.
here at EA
All right,
Play, checking
well,
out Need for Speed
let's kick us
Payback.
back
I
to
got
full
2
screen
devs here with me,
and
and we're going to be checking out some gameplay
Quiet
and
that
some customization.
desktop audio
I'm here-
down a lot.
Yep. Yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
Thank you for joining us, guys.
Yep,
We'll be back tomorrow for.
Yep. Real quick, last minute
Oh,
bit
yeah,
shout
sure.
out. Trojan with 1,500 bits says, "Is this still the conference? I don't care. I'm here for you guys. Thanks,
Aw,
Trojan.
thank you.
Actually, Grant, if you kick it down one.
Actually, here, give me the mouse and can you hand me the keyboard? Actually, I want to see if I can find the trailer that I saw that I was super confused about.
Okay. Yeah. By all means.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here
Yeah,
while
just
you're
go for it.
dropping us them bits.
Yep, we got Blake.
Look at you go,
Blake B with the 300 bits. No message, just bits. Thanks, Blake B. Yeah, look at that chat. Oh wow, chatception.
So much chat.
They're going nuclear over there.
Oh, you know why?
Quiet you.
Because this is the chat for the main press conference, not our chat. That's why.
Come on, guys, step up.
Yeah, come on. Where are you at?
Come on, we want to physically be unable to read you. But yeah, let's see.
Let's see. That's Anthem. Let's see if I can find the thing that I remember seeing.
Yeah, because, well, while you're doing that, actually, Grant, if you want to, up on the, oh, that's right. Nick has the mouse. That doesn't really work.
What do you need?
Yeah. Go down to the, on the lower left, the scenes.
Scenes?
Yeah, go down a scene.
Which one do you want?
The one right below the one we're on should be it, I think.
This one?
Right below that now. There we go. There's our,
our schedule.
There's the E3 schedule that you can peruse while we're getting this going here.
See,
but
I'm gonna see if I can find it. No promises. I don't even remember what the fuck.
Hey, chat's
the
going
thing
much
was
faster
called.
now.
Yeah, stepping it up. You guys are really doing it.
Yeah.
You're the real champions.
Yep. Probably Not Amir with 1,000 bits is gonna send an MGS themed pillow cushion soon.
We already got the 4 one from Amir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that one already arrived.
Yeah.
Unless you got another one, I don't know.
Yeah, we got that, and we got a Revengeance figure.
All I'm finding
And I
is
believe those were all from
Anthem
them.
now, and
That's all anyone cares about now.
well, yeah,
Didn't you say it was like something Dream?
yeah, that
Okay.
you've been chosen. This thing. Here, let's get it on the main screen again.
Yeah.
You get the...
Yeah.
God, I have to do everything now.
Yeah, and make sure to turn up the desktop volume too,
Yeah.
which is that top slider.
All
There
right,
you
this
go.
is the thing that I got super confused about. This was the thing that I saw that I thought they were going to talk about. Because this is intriguing as shit to me.
Whoa.
Right? I'm already in the car.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, that seems way cooler. Than
Yeah,
the-
right?
than the
Now,
thing
now
they
we got
showed.
robots and dinosaurs. That was announced a while ago, so bear in mind, it probably went through a good number of changes, maybe. But that's what I remember seeing. And that's what I'm intrigued by. Yo!
Did I miss anything at all?
You missed... honestly, there was one really cool game. It's a... you're breaking out of prison co-op game.
That sounds cool.
All split screen. And it looks really cool.
Yeah, from the Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Any Star Wars?
They showed off their new Star Wars. They showed off their new Star Wars FPS MOBA game.
I'm out.
Honestly, it's not like a full MOBA. I mean, you play as the minions, and then you can turn into heroes.
No.
so-
You play will be at the Ubisoft press conference.
Yes.
So can you play like what? Can you play as like a Wampa or Jar Jar Binks?
No.
You can play as droids now, though. That's apparently.
Oh, droids? That's
yeah,
cool.
you can play as like super battle droids. I did not
No,
see any
not-
droid Dakars though.
Not good droids, prequel droids.
Yeah,
Sorry.
where are the droid Dakars?
The Roger droids.
I'm okay with the Roger droids.
Roger droids are fun.
All right, sounds like I missed nothing.
Yeah, not really.
EA!
But yeah.
Fun fact: EA is Japanese for why,
or no. But yeah, there's our schedule. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central, and then 11.
Yep.
You and I are being up late tomorrow.
Yeah, I signed on for that without properly doing the time zone conversion, and now I'm locked in. So
No, we're good.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah.
So I may as well do it with you guys.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm interested in Bethesda. I want to see them announce like more than just Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, you know what? I would be not at all surprised if that's not an until next E3 thing, but hey, I would love to be surprised and see Elder Scrolls 6 get announced this year.
It would be nice to just get like a teaser or something. I don't care if
Yeah.
it doesn't come out until like way later, but
oh yeah,
the fact that they are having a press conference, I mean, sure they're probably going to announce Doom 2. Because that
Get ready
went way
for
too well.
A lot of Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online, but they do a lot more stuff than you think they do, is the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. They are a big publisher that they only develop a handful of things in-house, but like Doom and probably a bunch of other stuff that I don't know about or particularly give a shit about.
Ton of stuff we're forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff. I'll be intrigued to see what they have. I want to see some first-party stuff, though. I want to see Doom 2, because Doom was so fucking good.
I can't wait for Nintendo's, where they will inevitably have Skyrim on Switch after all those commercials. Actually, that'll probably be there.
Meanwhile,
now that I think about it.
Xbox, I do want to see what BioWare actually does have. I want to see the gameplay.
Yeah. I'll be curious.
I'm actually curious about what that looks
And
like.
I want to see Project Scorpio and
because right now Anthem,
yeah,
like it just as much as Mass Effect was like, hey, we don't have Star Wars anymore, so here's this. Anthem looks like, hey, we kind of fucked up Mass Effect, but here's this new thing. It's sort of Mass Effect, but not really.
But yeah, I want to see. I want to see a reason for me to plug in the Xbone again.
Yeah.
It's
just sitting right there.
It's so sad.
Yep.
It's covered in dust.
the Retron is practically pushing it off the shelf.
It is. The Retron has bought space. But thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yep. See you
Feel
tomorrow.
free to join us at any of these other conferences. We'll be here with commentary. Soundboard will be there. And by the way, if it is your birthday today, holy shit, happy birthday! If it is your birthday tomorrow, yesterday, next week, this week, any week, happy goddamn birthday! And we will see you guys next time on Stream 4 Star!